And with that, I welcome you guys to our first Let's Play. I hope you liked the little intro. Today we're playing Sorcery, and let's dive right in. It's like a RPG kind of decision-making game. I hope it looks alright. I tried to put the wizard head over the headphones. And yeah, let's go. You have walked the wilds of Kakhabat through Karay and the spiteful Bucklands, all the way into Mampang. You have survived traps, thieves, serpents, and vengeful gods, and now it is here, the crown of kings. It is said the crown was never forged, only found by Shalana, the reformer, a lowly foot soldier who became emperor of the eastern world. Such is the power of the crown, the air around it crackles with influence. Oh, take it. Take those. This is really cool. Your destiny awaits. With the crown in your hands, you will be as powerful as Shalana. The goblins are arming, the giants are waking, and the birdmen carving cruel daggers from stone. War will come, but you will prevent it. But then, the image of the crown begins to flicker. You rush forward, it's a trap. Okay. You startle yourself awake. Oh, okay, we're drunk. You're alone, exhausted, in the little hut in the outpost settlement. You're unimaginably... okay. Got myself an energy drink for this. Inkle presents. That's really cool. Steve Jackson's Sorcery. There are a couple parts of this. They're playing part 1, obviously. Okay. The Shamutanti Hills. The Shamutanti Hills. Click your character, continue. Alright. It is sunrise. You dress, breakfast on bread and goat's milk, and collect a pack of sword from beside your bed. Test the blade, pray for luck, leave the hut. We're gonna start with praying. We're a religious man in this game. Before you leave, you close your eyes and raise a prayer to the spirit guide. This morning, it has the form of a panther, but what will it become once your journey truly begins? A great calm descends on you. Outside the hut, you hear the outpost settlements turning into life. Alright, so as you guys see, it's like a story, and we can like choose what the next sentence should be, and that's how we basically play this game. And then we have like stats along the way, and apparently this is like our god. Right now it's a panther, at least that's what it says. So sorry for that, I had to adjust the sound a little. Test the blade. You pause to test the blade of the sword against your thumb. The blacksmith has done well. The edge is keen and draws a narrow line of blood. Alright, time to go. Time then to depart. You lift back the flap of the hut and step into the early morning sunshine. Continue. Draw a path to the flag. Okay, I see. And I can basically do whatever, like the outpost settlement. Oh, okay, you're gonna go my stupid way. Eyes follow you as you leave the hut and walk towards the great Shamutanti wall. The frontiers people of this tiny settlement are well aware of your mission. Okay, so they already know that, like, I'm trying to get the crown. Do I guess, like, stop this war? Greet them. Oh, what the... That's them? That's beautiful. That's crazy, though. You turn to them and bow. Some smile and reply, but are too afraid to approach. Others make gestures of protection. You're going beyond the wall, so they believe you to be cursed. Oh god. A man is waiting on the path to the Kantopani Gate, the final doorway between Analand and the wilds of Kakhabat. You recognize the sergeant of the Sightmaster warriors. He holds out his hand. Okay, so he's like the master warrior. He looks crazy. I don't like all his eyes. Kind of freak me out, actually. Greetings, sergeant. Greetings, sergeant. He touches the sword with 2 fingers. You are almost ready, he says. I have for you a gift from the king. 24 gold pieces. It is all we can spare this time. He holds out a pouch. Damn. What a goat. Take it, take half, refuse it. No, you know what? They believe in me. I'll take it. They believe in me. They know I can do it. Greetings, sergeant. You accept the gift graciously. Thank you. You should buy some supplies before you pass the wall, the sergeant says. And you must collect your spellbook if you wish magic to aid you. Finally, should you wish to practice your sword play, I will allow a with you. He points on. Okay. Okay. So now. Now we get to like figure out the fighting system. You walk with the sergeant to the training ground, and he wraps the base of his staff in leather. Ready, my sword. Okay, to begin, the sergeant says, we will practice the stances. First, defend yourself against me. Choose your attack power by dragging your character sideways to defend. Stay fully left. Alright, let me just put this a little louder again for you guys. Stay fully left. Okay, defend. Oh, okay. The side master is a powerful enemy. By defending, he will receive the minimum damage from any attack he makes. Okay. The side master sergeant chooses a strong attack. You turn it away with minimal impact because it's like the 0. Okay. I will now defend myself, he says. Whatever your attack you play will damage me, but a strong attack will use up more power. You should choose a weak attack. Okay, so this is like I will ballsy try to kill him. This is I defend, and this is like a side swipe. Okay, he defended, so he gets just 1. Okay, your single weak attack, Russian 7 defending. Good choice. A strong attack would have wasted more of your power. I will defend myself again, he says. Okay, so I will go for like a really weak one again, right? Yeah, so I don't lose that much power. Okay. You play low tech overpowering the side master surgeon again. You played carefully and won the round. Well done. My next attack will be one of my strongest, he declares. If you can perform a full attack, you may overpower me, but otherwise, you at best defend yourself. Okay, well, fucking. Oh no! Okay. Oh shit. Why did I get so much damage? I thought the damage was the difference. Okay. Performs a strong attack, avoid strong and is confident of winning. To defend, to pull your director left, defend. Okay, this happens again. Right. Make a strong attack. Okay. Now it's stronger than his and I beat him. Okay, cool. Oh wow, that's pretty loud. I hope that was alright. You play a strong attack, overpowering the side master sergeant. He bows. You have finished me. Excellent. 6 stamina lost. Rough going. Try again. Continue. You seem to remember the basic instructions just breathlessly. Good. Another round. Train again. Enough training. But if you wish about in earnest, then I warn you, you will not go easy on you. He indicates the wilder yard. Okay, for a true match. Fight in the yard. You head over to the yard to purchase. The sergeant removes the cloth padding from the base of his staff. Unsheath my sword. Okay, this time I will not tell you my intention, he says. You will have to read them for yourself. Be ready. Oh shit, okay, this is really cool. This is really cool. Just adjust the sound a little, sorry. First attack. Okay, no, I'm going to defend the first, see how much, trying to bait some out. Oh, he also defended. Well, that was boring. Bousty raises his staff and salute in resistance. You drop into a defensive crouch, meaning the side master is not to be trifled with. The sergeant covers himself as well. His eyes follow your shoulder. He's probably about to defend himself. You realize a strong hit would be wasteful now. Okay, so the text will tell me their intentions. So I'll defend. No, he's defending again. Oh, fuck. Yeah, he was... You hold firm and keep up your defense. And he hangs back and watches in return. His guard is coming up, conserving his energy, so that his next strike can be stronger. So now I want to defend. I don't get it. You circle around him his arm's length, and he circles away. Well, in that case, I will try to go for like a middle of the road. Oh no, now he... Okay. I'm a fucking idiot. Okay, in the next moment, the side master sergeant is rushing in for you. Your own stroke is overpowered as his blows hands devastating force. You double over, almost vomiting. Oh god, the impact catches you at the side. A mutter goes through the crowd. The king is truly weak in such a champion. Their words were, okay, fuck them. They're haters. Okay, so he only has 5.9, so I can go big balls and definitely hit him this time. Oh no, fuck. Oh, time to attack your sword. He smiles. Okay, now I have to defend. I could go for 3.6, no, but I will take 1. Yeah, because he's gonna go. Okay. I see. You drop yourself into a crouch. Now he only can go for 0.5. The base of his staff is moving protectively. So I'm thinking he's going to defend. So I'm going to sideswipe. Yes. Okay, I'm getting a hang of it. Alright. Acting quickly. You sting him with your blade. Low and fast. Save your energy. I'll wear you out, you declare. His eyes follow your shoulder. His eyes follow your shoulder. He's left breathless but not seriously hurt. Okay, should we try to go for a big one? No, I think I'm going to go for... His eyes follow your shoulder. What could that mean? I'm trying to go for like another side swipe. Okay, perfect. And then I can defend next. Clever, you read his intent, attacking lightly, saving your energy but still wounding him. Alright. I saw that coming, he laughs, and he pushes to your side, your sword struck, suffering only minor. You see his grip change on the heel of his staff as he readies himself to strike again. So now I will defend. And now I can go big. You up with your defense. You escape most uninjured. He's readying a defense. Okay, so I will only go light. Leaping into action, you spike forward with your sword. Mean and vicious, his own weapon is positioned across his body in defense. He grimaces with effort. He watches your footwork closely. Okay, I think now I will go for a big one. No, fuck. That's not good. The side master is ready to leap behind the cover of a nearby hut as you come at him again. His breath begins to heave. He's struggling to pay upright. Okay, he's ready for a strong attack. I will defend. Fucking scrub. You ready yourself to block his... You were unhurt. Okay, and now I will go. No! Fuck, why does he have so much energy? Okay. Then the side master movement. Punishing force. Okay, now I gotta go. Yes! Yes! Okay. Fainting left, you swing your sword fast and forward his chest. It is enough to finish him. The side master throws down his staff. You have me, he declares with a grin. 8 is shameful. Shameful? Fuck you. Okay, I'm getting healed after the fights. I think that's only here. I can't imagine that's every fight. You're too slow, he declares, shaking his head. I will tell the king to ready another champion, for you will not survive long. Oh, you fucking... As he talks, a nearby healer hurries over with herself, and you hear so. Man, I disappointed him. Okay, let's go get my spellbook next. One of the huts set slightly back from the others is decorated with glyphs and strange symbols. A terrible smell, emanates from its doorway. This is the hut of the chief mage. He has been preparing your spellbook for days, reading star charts to work out which space will be available to you at different locations in the hills and beyond. Do without the book, go inside. No, I'm definitely gonna get the book. You will lift the flap and go inside. The mage looks up at you with haggard, sleepless eyes. Oh, fuck. And presses the book into your hand. Do you understand how to use it, he asks. Oh, tell me. Tell me. Each spell is crafted through the alignment of 3 stars. He begins the spell Zap, for example. Is burned by but that is not important. What matters is what the spell is called and what it does. Zap will give you control over lightning. Hot will create a fireball. Foth will create a force field around you. Shall I continue? Okay, I kinda get it. You put like letters together. Fucking Sudoku. I've heard enough. He scratches absently at his ear. Remember, some spells will cost you effort to use, but the ones that don't will not work without a focus. An item of some kind. You will need to read the book to know what. Research magic using spellbook button on the map. Continue. Spellbook. Okay. Put the music down a little bit there. There we go. Okay. Zap creates a lightning bolt from the fingertip. Foth creates a protective force field. Law enables non-intelligent creatures to be controlled. Okay. Wall creates... Okay. Dumb makes creatures intuitively classy. Auto spells are extremely tiring and will cost you 3 points of stamina. More economical versions exist. Those are only cost items of power. Okay. Zap stamina. For caster. Okay, that's big. When the spell is cast on the caster's own body, it will inflate the body to 3 times normal and increase the power of the cast, especially against larger opponents, but must be used with caution in confined spaces. I see. Okay, a walk requires This spell requires a gold coin, which is placed on the caster's wrist. When the spell is cast, it will shoot summon into an invisible metal shield, but the coin will be lost. That's cool. Dop. This spell means to open any locked door. Ras requires Beewax. Perform the spell Beewax is required by rubbing wax on a bladed weapon and casting the spell. The blade will become razor sharp and do at least double its own. Okay, it's wild. Sus. Okay. Alright. This spell may be cast when the caster expects a trap and will indicate telepathically to the caster the damage and the best protective caution. If already trapped, the spell may be used to minimize effects in certain cases. 6. Okay, so there's like a bunch of spells that need like... This needs a flute. Oh, I think this is... You can make them dance. I think I saw this before. Merry jigs by playing small bamboo. Goblin tooth. Army of goblins. Okay, so I have a bunch of fucking... That's... What is that? Fog. This spell may be only cast in a closed room with no windows. Once cast, the room turns pitch black in the eyes of all but the caster. That's crazy. Only costs 1 stamina. Sand. Okay, so I need a bunch of shit to perform most of these. I see. Okay, let's get my rations. Small trade and settlement supply this site must be 2 gold pieces per ration, owner says. By 1, by 2, by more. Haggle. Do you know who I am? And it's criteria you're telling me. Look, I know that I have to feed my family today, whatever happens to the crown. Oh, now I feel bad. By 1 ration, I have 24 gold. I want to buy 2. The button on the map. Eating more will give you extra strength, but it's not necessary. Okay, so I gotta eat once per day. Oh, what the... Oh, shit. Okay. Awesome. So I go back. There's my items. Spellbook, weapons, treasure, rations. This is so cool. This is really... This looks awesome. Alright. Approach the gate. Let's go. You reach the foot of the mighty gate. It is sealed. The sergeant places one hand on the wood. The gate has been locked for some time to deter raiders, he tells you. But you will have to adopt and craft and stands back. Cast a spell. So I gotta open the door. Okay. Click the letters to find a spell. So he said I should do DOP. These are all the letters I have. Oh no, there's more here. Okay. I could also do hot or zap. Stop spell, okay. That's just to go back, I see. Let's do dop. Open locks and doors, requires 1 stamina. Perfect. You whip the spell. 1 by 1, the great tumblers of the door begin to creak and groan. Then the hinges turn with a noise like hail on a canvas roof. The gates have not opened since our last champion was lost. The sergeant says, I wish you more luck than he. Perhaps you will even meet him on your travels. Oh, that would be sick. I fear he is dead. If I overtake him, then he is too slow. That does not concern me. Yeah, I mean, he's probably dead, but I'm not gonna say that. Okay, whatever. Very well. Continue. Enter the gate. Okay. Together you step into the shadow of the wall. One last word, he declares. When you have the crown, find the highest point you can. We will be watching. Whatever. I understand. I will not wish you a safe journey to Carre, for the way ahead will not be safe, the sergeant murmurs as he peers into the distance through the open gate. The Sightmaster warriors are selected from birth and are incredible powers of telescopic vision. You cannot help but wonder how far he can see. Oh, that's what they call Sightmasters. I see. Okay. Tell me what lies ahead. Enough talking, whatever. Enough talking, it's time to go. Without another word, you go past through the gate. The faces of the folk watching your departure reveal the hope that rests on you and your quest. The early morning air is crisp and the rising sun paints the slope in the shades of peaceful beauty, concealing the evil that lies ahead. Let's go. Let's make some money. The path winds through slopes of wild scrubland. The countryside is deserted, and the eerie silence is broken only by the cawing of the occasional crow. Okay, there is a spell for hearing what they say, but you do not have the equipment it requires. The bird appears to pause in the air to examine you as they pass. They make you uneasy, as if they were an intruder in a presence. Keep walking. Barely an hour beyond the wall, and the air begins to grow foul. The Shamutanti hills are infested with the pestilence of the backlands. It slaps the energy from your body, leaving you feeling nauseous and weak. Cover my mouth. You cover your mouth with your neck scarf, but it does no good. They warned you of this. You will grow accustomed to it the longer you are out here, but for the moment you must be very careful. Your maximum stamina just decreased. Off halved! You can see your stamina at the top of the screen. Stamina can be regained by maximum eating rations and resting. Okay. Okay, so I guess I gotta go up here to Kare. A low rise. Do we go through the or travel cost country? I think we're going better off through the fucking village, right? Another hour passes, and you crest a small hillock, from the top of which you can see the path continuing downwards into the small settlement of huts. Look at the village, look for a way around, move on. Look at the village. From the distance, it is hard to make out much about the town, except it must be desperately poor. The fields on either side are brown with caked mud, and the few pent animals are thin and wizened like thirsty vines. No wonder the sidemaster warriors don't trouble themselves to protect this place. There's nothing here to protect. Okay, so we got fucking peasants. I could go to Kentopani, which is the peasant town. Simpsons River, okay. Daddy thingy, okay. Let's go. I like poor people. Of course, if you were scared of a town like this, then you would not hope to survive in Kakhabats proper. You follow the path down into the town. The round huts are made of hard-baked, bright clay, and the roofs are thinly thatched. As you pass, eyes appear at dark doorways, tracking your every move. You keep up your stride, eager to be quit of this hamlet as fast as possible. But then a villager appears from one of the dwellings and blocks your path. Look at him, threaten him, push him out of the way, cast a spell. Okay, he's just not fucking trying to kill me yet. He's 5 feet off. Fuck, he's tiny. They can all work much taller out here. In his poisonous air, he has thick-set arms and thighs and is half-clothed in battered briefs, whatever. His eyes are wild and his long red hair and beard stand out from his face. Halt, stranger, he commands. What business have you in Kantopani? I want to buy equipment. I'm merely passing through. I need directions. I'm a hungry traveler and need to eat. Just passing through. I don't need anything right now. I'm merely passing through, you reply calmly. There is no need to be concerned, but the villager is not content. Passing through to where? He replies, wild eyes gleaming. There's nothing out there that any honest man should want to see. I don't know why he's like fucking Irish. Well, he has red hair. I'm on my way to Carre. It's none of your business. Stand aside. Simply push him aside. No, I'm not gonna bully the fucking short guy. I'm on my way to Carre. It's none of his business. Stand aside. Well, it is none of his business. I've gotta keep low profile. I don't want to tell him that I'm like some kind of King's champion. It's none of your business. Stand aside. The man stands fast a moment, his eyes locked on yours. Then a moment later, he has darted away. The rest of the hut stays still and silent. Their inhabitants have witnessed the scene and are content to leave you be. You stride on into the very center of the village. There are a few larger houses here. Even Kentopani has its nobility, it seems. But the only spot of interest is a small inn offering food for sale. Pass it by, enter the inn. I have 20 gold. I could check it out. You head inside. The place is just a low table and a black iron pot above a stove. A woman watches you with wide, fearful eyes. Why is everyone scared of me? Greet the woman. Take some stew without paying. No, I'm not. Hello. Look at me. Wow, my god. That's not what I said. Look at me, wench. You could care coldly. You will feed me now. It's 1 gold piece for a sushi place. Voice shaking. I will take some stew. Okay, sure. Oh my god. Why did I will take some stew. You pay the woman a gold piece and she hands you a steaming bowl. The broth inside is a thick paste of lentils, spices and hunks of meat. But it's not bad for you. For all that. Once finished, you leave without another word. You head out of control along the path of the Shimmering Hills. That was terrible. Also, why did I buy it? I have full stamina. I just feel terrible after this. Oh, okay. Apparently my character doesn't like poor people. Passing the outlying huts, you feel strangely uneasy. Hissing from within and sly faces disappearing from the doorways make you feel decidedly unwelcome. Then, at the edge of town, you pass a large boulder, and at once two rough-cut villagers spring out with sword-drawn bandits online. 2 against 1, the first declares. You're lost, calls the other. So hand over your things, come on. Hand over the backyard, reason with them, deal with the curse. Reason with them, I'll talk to them. You don't want any trouble, you declare. The first bandit edges forward, a sword tickling your chest. Running you through? No trouble at all, the pack. What the fuck is he even saying? Give him the back, defend myself. You draw yourself to your full height. You have mistaken me for someone else, you declare. You will suffer for that mistake. The bandit growls and advances on you. 1 on either hand. Okay, fight, cast a spell. Oh, I'm gonna fucking zap their ass. Oh fuck, I only have 10 health though. I have to be careful. I don't want to die first to counter. Okay, what do we have? We have, for J and F and L and L. So I want a hot or a zap, maybe. So what does F do for me? Fall? Law. Control non-intelligent creatures. No, that doesn't work here. Doesn't work. Jig. Oh, I would need a flute to cause lively dancing. The real. I don't even know if I have a spell I can do here. Fourth, create a force field. Okay, that's good. You cast a spell, raising an invisible force field all around you. Try as they might, the bandits cannot harm you. They cannot even get close. Realizing the power of your sorcery, they quickly flee back to the village. This is a stroke of luck, as the force field does not last long. You continue along the path, leaving the village behind. About half an hour later, you reach the start of a climb to the hills. Okay, we got away with 3 stamina. That's all right from the Irish people. Perfect. Okay. Damn, poor people really ain't pleasant this game, huh? Leaving Canterpenny behind marks the true start of the wilderness. Beyond that tiny outposts, there are scattered homesteads and Carré, a thriving city port, but all that are touched by cruelty, isolation, and fear. The backlands and the long shadow cast by Mempang forest darken everything. And with the Krongen, no time for reflection. And with whatever. But there's no time for reflection. You know the importance of your mission. Now it has begun. You must simply survive first and succeed second. You're as well prepared as any man could be. 5 minutes later, you reach a fork in the road. Fork in the road. The road splits around the base of a gigantic tree, but does not rejoin on the other side. The left path winds down into a valley, and the right rises up a slope towards the first thick forests of the hills. Look right, look left. What does the right show me? It's hard to see much further uphill. The forest is sudden and thick and the path narrow. It may be hard going in that direction, but the hills will involve a lot of climbing eventually, and you may get a decent view of the next level. Okay, that would be good. You pause to consider the lower road. There's a river there, and the path follows the left bank. It is a safer route, secluded and protected, but the curve of the landscape would mean that you were almost backtracking. You're about to make your choice when you hear a faint cry from somewhere close at hand. A trap. Time to look around. You look around, and finally, up into the branches of the tree, a pair of wizened, calloused feet are dangling down off your head. About to drop on you, perhaps for free. Throw something into the tree. Who's there? Who's there? For free? Who's there, you call? The voice cries again, a little more boldly this time. Up here, help, help, I can't get down. I say this is still one of the Irishmen. It is the voice of a feeble, weary old man, stepping back a little. You can see him clearly, as thin as sticks and dressed in dirt rags. Well, the guy is fucking roughed. Help him down. What are you hiding from? Leave him. Why? How the old man got up the tree is a puzzle, but he must have been escaping someone fearsome to climb so high. What are you hiding from? You cry. Damned Elvins, he replied. I was traveling from Fumpus to the Oppa settlement in Arnalandan, but I were waylaid by Elvins, robbed me blind, all but took my eyes and left me up the tree. I keep getting older, you see, we all do, but some worse than others climbed up, but now I'm too old to get down. Help him off the tree, leave him, climb up towards him. I can help him. He's an old man. Even if he turns out to be fucked up or something, I can just look at him. Swing yourself onto the lowest branch of the tree, reach up, grab the old man by the waist. He's as light as a leaf, and within a moment you have lifted him to the ground. Thanks for it, he remarks, brushing himself down and almost knocking himself over in the process. I was just starting to get a bit, perturbed, but I'm on safe now. He seems remarkably confident considering that the slightest stumble might break into bits. Why is he so fucking frail? What will you do now? What do I get in return? Leave him and move on. What will he do now? What will I get in return? I mean, we helped him out, What do I get in return, you demand? The old man nods. Only fair. He presses a page into your hand. It is a page torn from a spellbook. This might be of use to some of you. I just found it, mind, and don't go asking how. A good move. Okay, definitely stole that. Just found it, huh? Take it, refuse it, look at the page. You look at the page over suspiciously. It would be help of a spell. Oh, CR, that might have been used for pest repulsion, but it's unworkable in its current state. Take it. You take the page and put it into your pack. The man falls quiet and squats down on the ground. With his jabbering done, you hear a buzzing sound from high up there. A beehive. Climb up and investigate. Leave and move on. Do I really want to fuck with bees? We might get honey. Honey is double damage on my sword. Oh, okay, we gotta go. Leaving the old man sighting with clarity on the ground, you climb up through the branches of the tall tree. The beehive hangs like a ripe fruit from the very highest branch. A huge number of bees stands in and out of a swarm. Climb higher, use magic. Okay, I think we have something to control animals. Only you get your balance enough to free your hands for a spell. Cast a spell. What was it again? Law, right? Law. Control non-intelligent creatures. Yes. Free stamina. Okay, we gotta eat something after. You cast a spell, concentrating on the swarm that surrounds the beehive. You feel your mind taking control of their several hundred small consciousnesses falling under your will. Damn. You lead. I'm a Discord moderator. You lead them like a general, directing any army away from the hive, allowing you to clamber up and relieve them of your succulent honeycomb and a nice ball of beeswax. That's a nice trick, the old man remarks. You stash your finds in your bag. The light is fading, it's time to move on. Oh, the man cries suddenly. Do you want to hear me riddle? I heard it from the Elvins. Yeah, okay, he's the Riddler. Hear him out. You gesture with a hand for him to speak. See him though, he sees you not. A stinging beast in a box not left. To guard a key, it is his lot. To goal a witch of luck bereft. It is nonsense clearly. You not once, then turn your attention to the path ahead. See where he's not. I don't fucking know. Whatever. The high path, the low path. No, this would be almost backtracking. Do we want to go through the forest? Shanker mine. So this is mining quest, always cool. The bees are a lot of shit here. There's like some huts. I guess if we go like this, we can still get to the mines later. Okay, we're taking the low path. Because I don't have a lot of health. I should probably eat something. You head into the valley. It seems the safest route, secluded without providing an opportunity for ambush. And no matter how quickly darkness falls, the riverbank will guide your way. The man called something after you about elvins, but you ignore it. The path winds alongside a bubbling stream. You follow it, keep it to the west bank. The valley itself becomes narrower on either hand. A good spot for an ambush. You can only, why would I say that? I can only hope that nobody knows you are there. After an hour walk, you begin to feel a little hungry once more, but you might be wise to save your provision. No, I am dying. Stop and eat. Taking a seat on the grassy bank above the water, you eat the sugary honeycomb. You rest for half an hour and so continue your journey. But only help me once? Alright. I can't come on. The valley continues. Oh, these are nice sounds. The valley continues when you walk for many hours until the sun begins to set behind the bank and the air grows cold. Now you would be the time to find pitch camp if you intend to sleep before darkness descends completely. But the moon will rise soon enough and you could walk on through the night. Somewhere beyond this valley there's a village with real beds. Ooh, no, I like water. I drink it a lot. After a little thought, you decide to stop. In the moonlight, the river will turn black and the way will be hard to find. Better to sleep and set off early in the morning. You stop at the first hole you find besides the bank of the stream settlement. It's comfortable red. Before you decide to sleep, you check through your pack. You have 2 rations left. Eat something again. Sleep. No, I just ate my honeycomb. I'm good. But you do not need to eat again today. You rest your head onto your pack and close your eyes. Eventually you drift off to sleep, soothed by the babbling of the stream. But a short while later you awaken by a splashing noise. A crocodile. Stay still and listen. Reasoning that you are well hidden by the rocks, you keep the breathing quiet and listen. Creatures, 2 or 3 of them. They are splashing in the stream, perhaps washing, perhaps throwing stones or catching fish. Sit up and greet them. Stay low. Fuck. Okay, no, I have 6 stamina now. I can fight if I have to. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck are those? There's no reason to hide. You do not fear the sprites. So you wave and call out to the thin man-like creatures you see as you sit up. They would want to use the hail paces your lips. They don't look fucked up. They point and gabble excitedly to one another. One of them rises into the air and flies across the water to look at you more closely. You have never seen creatures like this, but speed from show I'm able to defend myself. I don't want to scare him. They seem nice. What are you, demon? You call. Oh, why am I such a dick all the time? The creature darts up higher into the air at your voice. Then cautiously he approaches once more. What am I? What are you in our valley? A traveler? A great warrior? A friend. Oh, that's wholesome. Okay, I'm a friend. A friend, you reply. Really, the creature answers. Whose friend in particular? A friend to all. A friend to the Swin. A friend to the Elven. A friend to the Goblins. Those could be Elvens. No, they're called sprites or something. A friend to all. A friend to all. Well then, friend to all, will you be our friend and join me in my compassions and our fishing? I will. I wish to rest. No, I can get fish here. I will. You rise from your bower and cross to the bank of the river where the two creatures are. The creatures dance around you, nipping at your arms and splashing water at your legs. They turn their gloves on and off, making delightful splashing patterns one moment and plugging you into darkness the next, only to reappear suddenly in front of you to make you jump. It is all you can do not to grab and hold the nearest one, ferocious through when he is. Oh god. After a while you suddenly realize they are gradually leading you down the river with their game and away from the rocks where you have left your belongings. Where are we heading? None of them. Our village is just up the river. Do you want to see it? Maybe tomorrow, but I need my belongings. Okay, I need my shit. I need my belongings, reply. Won't you take me back to them? We'll help, we will. The elvins reply, okay, merrily. We like things. You can show us your things. This way, calls one, leading you back down the river. We'll find your bag and things right where you left them. You follow until you are back by the rocks where your possessions are still all safe. Okay, the elvins gather around, keen to see what you have for them. Give them a gold piece, give them nothing. It's a single gold piece, and they might be like really nice. Okay, you take a gold piece from your pouch. Here, for your trouble. One of the elvins takes a coin, bites it, and nods, then tosses it in the middle of the river. Shiny things look better underwater, he says. To his friends, he adds, fish for breakfast. And quite suddenly, they are flying away up into the air, taking armfuls of the caught fish with them. And you're alone once more, and the valley is mercifully quiet. You sit up against the rocks, meaning to stay awake in case they return, but the sound of the water quickly lulls you to sleep. Once again, the crown fills your dreams, only now, instead of being hidden away in Mampang, fortress by the Archmage, you see it on the head of the burly villager from Cantoponi. Anyone can wear the crown, he declares to you, but wearing the crown, you're no longer just anyone. And then he points a finger at you and he seems to crackle with energy, and you find yourself drawn towards him, commanded to do his bidding. Oh, the woman from his inn is beside you. She spits at you, then look at her. I'll call her a wench. Suddenly you are surrounded by angry bees. You're walking towards a crack in the ground. It seems sure to swallow you whole. You stumble at its edge, about to fall, and we awake. Okay, good. We are pretty healthy again, actually. 8 from 12. Okay, well, oh look, our god changed. I can't click at him or look at anything. I can't pray yet. Okay. The morning air is cool and good for walking. You feel a little stronger than yesterday, still halfway between sleeping and waking. You feel the presence of your spirit. The fox close nearby. Its form has changed since you left Analand. Just as you have changed, but is still running beside you. In the temple they taught you that a prayer to your spirit could heal disease, lift curses, even save you from certain death. But the spirits are not generous and decline to help often. You can ask the spirit's aid using the pray button. Log on. You wake and set off down the stream once more. After a few hours you come across a rope bridge strung precautiously between two boulders and spanning the river. A path back leads from its other side and runs over a small hill. Okay. So we can go this way. We're definitely going to stop in this larger town called Kristatanti. Kristatanti is like, there's a forest here. I think, oh, down the river I could see the elves again. No, I think I'm gonna go here though. I don't want to go too far. You cross the bridge quickly, then follow the path up and over the hill, where you stop and marvel. The grassy verge is thick with colors and some of the most beautiful flowers you've ever seen. I'll take one. You pluck one, a deep red color, and place it carefully at the top of your pack. Then you make your way down the hillside. Oh, I want to see if I can do something with a flower. Let me see. Medallion, oak sapling, breast pendulum, staff of oak sapling, Yellow powder, gale horn, fire water, stone dust, pep, god, Christ, a jewel of gold, kin. Zap. Effect of a spell which is only useful in combat is to demoralize an opponent so that its will to win is lost. Any creature between the victory is still not certain. It's kinda cool. Black face mag, nose plug, skull cap. I wanna see if there's a flower. Green haired wig. Green haired wig. Green ring, crystal orb, holy water, Z. It is the most formidable spell in lore, but no one knows why. In all record history, this spell has been cast only once by a powerful necromancer from Frobin who was never seen again. Its effector unknown. The necromancer's notes were found but were crazed and unclear. Treat with extreme caution. Zed. Alright, okay, I'm going to Zed as soon as I can. ASAP. Beyond the flowers. That sounds beautiful. As you descend, you pass a clearing, a safe point. You stop perhaps, eat some provision, keep going. Nah, I'm alright. Keep going. This place is too open. You walk through the long grass. You're just gonna make sure you eat sometimes that day. Through the field. You continue along the trails. The undergrowth around you gets thicker, with dense shrubs that snag at your legs as you pass. Suddenly, there's a cracking sound beneath your feet. Branches or something else. Stop still, jump clear, get out of there. You leap ahead just in time as a pitfall caves in beneath you. You look back to see a gaping hole, which you would have fallen into. Look at the pit. You pass to look at the pit. It is 3 meters deep, quite a trap. But then again, so is the one moving underneath your feet right now. I'm a fucking idiot. There's a glintless of clicks. Duck, jump clear, step back. Jump clear. You jump forwards as 3 saplings snap upright in front of you. Each is fitted with sharpened stakes. You have but a moment to see they are red with dry blood before your jump has driven you into them with impaling fire. Oh, it's my fate. Your head will be put on a spike. Your edges at an end. Continue. Notice this is permanent. Click the rewind button at any time you want to scroll back and try a different path. Oh man, I would have died here. That early? Oh, rip. Okay, no. Well, I'm obviously not gonna do that. Low shrubs. You should rewind the story current location. Yeah, rewind. Okay, we're gonna try it again. Jump clear. Okay, keep moving. Duck. Step back. I think duck is the right thing here now, right? Oh, what? It wasn't right? Okay. Jump clear. Keep moving. Step back. Okay, you step back, narrowly avoiding the impact as 3 saplings, each set with sharpened stakes, snap upright in front of you. Of course, in stepping back, you fall into the pit behind. You drop some 3 meters into the ground and everything goes black. Continue. Okay. Now we know what this is. Do I going to play this? I guess we're just gonna rewind. I don't really care for trying to do like a deathless run or something like that. Even that's probably how you're supposed to play the game and like take different roads, like with these old make your decision books. I'm not gonna fucking do that. I'm just gonna play the game, guys. Okay. You slowly regain consciousness. There's a stinging pain in your hand and feet, and something is wrong with your head. Close nearby, some kind of crazed parrot is making irritating noise. Check my head for injuries. Look around. Lie still and listen. Look around. Cautiously, you open your eyes. It takes a moment to understand where you are. Straw matting covers the floor near your mouth. There are feet, 5 or 6 pairs, attached to small, violent men. Oh no. Judging by what they wear around their necks, they are headhunters. Talk to them. Cast a spell. Wait. Is there a head out for me? Maybe... Let me go, you murmur through thick lips, or I will burn your homes to the ground. The men around you leap and jabber, but there's no reason to believe they understand your words. Shout, cast the spell. Shout, untie me now, you vermin. The men do not untie you. One leans down and cuts your arm gently with a knife and tastes your blood. Cast the spell. Okay, fuck, I gotta fuck him up now. Let's see, what do we have? I wanna fucking shoot a fireball at them, yeah. Fuck those fuckers. You attempt to weave a spell, but with your hands bound behind your back you cannot cast it. You still suffer the effects of casting. What? There's nothing you can do but wait. Oh my god! An hour or so passes during which you are left alone. Then suddenly the little man returns and lifts you upon their shoulders. You're carried swiftly into the center of the headhunter settlement. There's much commotion and several natives rush off to fill a large pot with water to be beheaded over. Man, this fucking sucks. I didn't know that was possible. Okay, fuck. This is a lot harder than I thought. I thought this was like straight fucking sorry. My fox. The fox is cunning and always has a scheme. He's a great burglar and dying one of those ever seen. A prayer to your spirit will heal you, but after prayer you spread. Pray for aid. You concentrate, clear your mind and level your soul, and lift the prayer up to the spirit, the fox. Your spirit offers freedom, escape, and aid for wanderers. You require all three, but nothing happens. Oh no, you try again, but it seems your spirit has abandoned you. Perhaps Anna land is lost after all. You try to maintain your calm and wait, watching for an opportunity. You fucking bitch-ass fox. But one does not come. After an hour or so, a crowd of headhunters has gathered outside of your cage. They are singing and dancing and sharing wine. The water in the pot is bubbling loudly. Two of the headhunters approach your cage. Be ready to spring on them. Oh no, they're actually fucking cooking me. You prepare to spring on them as soon as they unlock the cage. One of the hunters opens the door and you hurl your weight forward and knock the small one down. But the other headhunters see your attack. You are now beset by not 2 but 20 headhunters. They grab your legs and arms. You're powerless once more. All is lost. Then it happens. Dark clouds rumbles low as the camp. When they are directly overheard, they release a torrenting pour down, dousing the fire. The headhunters run around trying to cover the flame, and for a moment they drop you, and the water collecting off the floor loosens your bindings. The rain is causing confusion when the headhunters are running for shelter. Oh, it was probably my fox god. Get my belongings first, run to the woods. Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm done. Oh, my shit, I'm fucking done. Fuck, this is hard. Get my belongings first. I got it. You dive quickly back into the hut from which you were brought. All of your belongings are still in. You grab them, race back to the hut. A headhunter blocks your path. Knock him down, find another way. Are there only like 5'2"? I'm gonna fuck him over. You knock him down with all your force and you go sprawling. Then you are clear of the hut. You run and keep running until you're deep in the woods, but also hopelessly lost. Still you have to hide, and you are now on your own. You have called on your spirit's help, and while the powers above are giving, they are not generous, and they will not help you again for some time. Inshallah, the fox god has helped me. You come to a stop in the field, long grass almost over your head. But which way will you go? There's no time to get your bearings. Uphill, downhill. They have probably short legs, and I think like if something has short legs, it's hard to run for them downhill. I think that was the thing. So I'm gonna run downhill. That's why you gotta run downhill from bears. You race downhill while hopping to find your bearing once more. After a while, you reach a path on the edge of some trees. Man, what the fuck? I thought they were nice, maybe. I only 4 stamina. I gotta eat. Let's eat. Oh wait, magical items. Spellbook page, examine. CA. And 2 quantities of beeswax. You have 2 of beeswax. Okay. Man, that was fucked up. What is this? Okay, the path continues along the side of a line of trees. So, I can't catch a break. The path go to suddenly an acorn lands on your head and you look up the tree. Elvin! Yay! My friends, please help me. Cast a spell, threaten them. But I thought they liked me. Cast a spell, walk on by. I'm not gonna attack them right away. You're pelled by more and more orcans, as well as some sticks and branches. Break into a run, soon out of reach of strong creatures. Why? Okay, I've been playing this game where I don't want to kill everything as soon as I see it. Maybe that's how I have to play the fucking game. Because I just get my shit kicked in, like every time. Okay, we're almost in the big city. Tristatanti. The sun is now just past its zenith, and everywhere a dusty heat rises from the baked earth. You are worn out, almost opposed to physical copies. You need food and rest, and no more trouble. True. Today has been too punishing already. You begin to think about where you will stay for the night. Another night sleeping out in the open would be best avoided. But then you see a small village set into the hill. Look at it. Smoke rises from the stacks. The houses are well set with stone at their base and thatched roofs. There's unusually more than just the one street running through the center of the town, but it's just overrich. Okay, let's go. We enter the village. This is like civilized people that would not try to eat me. You walk into the village. Young hill dwellers pass you and stare at your strange clothes. Look at the people. Their own attire is rough by comparison to your gear. They wear their hair long but piled up on their heads. These people are ghastly poor. The village is like a ghost town. We're on the knife edge of the backlands. Okay. Take in an alehouse, rest at an inn. Talk in an alehouse. I can first go talk probably. Oh god. Walking down a single road, you quickly find a hut in the front covering pulled wide open and smell of brewed beer comes from it. You go in. Several hill dwellers are there talking gruffly. When you enter, they watch you with understandable caution. Yeah, probably look weird. The owner of the hut comes to you. Welcome to Tristatenti, he declares. What do you want? Greet the owner, ignore him, and sit with the hill dwellers. Greet the owner. An evening rest and drink to wet my throat, you reply. Ale is 1 gold piece, he answers. Please sit. You go over the table where the hill dwellers are. Sit with the oldest man, sit with the youngest man. The old guys got wisdom from me. You turn your attention to the oldest man at the table. Whatever face he once had is lost in a labyrinth of wrinkles, and his skin is the color of tanned hide from a lifetime of the beating sun. Greetings, old man. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? I'm a New Yorker. His raises his mug in salute. Stranger, his face is gravely like the dusty dirt that lines the street. Jesus Christ. Where you from? You smell of vegetable stock. I come from Analand. It doesn't matter. Don't I come from Analand? Oh, maybe they don't like champions, but maybe they really like them here. I'll tell him. He nods. Not many as cross through the Kentaponi gate. In either direction, if you know what I'm saying. I understand you, Analand. We must keep it safe. I just give him he gets it. I understand you. He grins and picks his teeth with a fingernail. They say there's a war coming. Something to do with a crown. Not if I can help it. I seek that crown. A crown? I do seek that crown. Not if I can help it. It's a little like boasty, it's like, oh, I'll save you. Don't worry about it. I seek that crown. Is that so? Replies the old man. Well, from what I hear, you've got a long journey to find it. I heard the birdman took it all the way to Mampang. You're very well informed. The man shrugs. I would be if I knew where in the backlands Mampang was, but I don't know much outside of my old town's hilltops. You sip your beer. The old man exchanges glances with the younger man sitting opposite. Talk to the younger man. As the old man was there, talk to the young man. You thank him for the conversation. You catch the young man's eye. He moves over to the right beside you, close enough to whisper in your ear, but you don't quite repeat that move. Repeat that. The man giggles to himself. unexpectedly leaning in again, so close you can smell the fumes on his breath. He declares, "Snattercats!" Then he collapses in a fit of giggles once more. Whatever the joke is, you cannot see it. Oh no, I'm a boomer. I don't get the kids' humor anymore. What do you mean? The man nods twice, then drinks deeply from his beer to wet his throat, or perhaps not because as he puts the mug down once more and says nothing, just fidgets his finger and coldly grins in your direction. Maybe he's also like, maybe something wrong with him or something. I don't know. He acts quite weird. What's wrong with... Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Ask one of the other dwellers about this man. You catch a woman's arm nearby. What's wrong with this man? You demand. She shrugs, slipping free of your grasp. Every village has one, she answers. Doesn't mean we're all like that. Good stock we are. And she flutters her eyelids. You get back to your feet. The young man giggles to himself but does not attempt to stop you. Finish my beer and leave. You make to leave the inn. The owner stops you holding on and pay him a gold piece. Of course. You pay him his gold piece and step onto the street. You look his way there, trying to decide what to do next. Then you realize the old man has joined you once more. He grabs your soldier and presses a fruit into your hand. Bomba, he declares through fermented breath. I grow them myself. Good for the stomach. He pets your belly and walks away, swaying slightly. Look at the fruit, move on. You turn the old man's gift over in your hands. It is a thick-rinded fruit that keeps well and will be highly nourishing when you decide to eat it. Its only drawback is its incredible weight. How fucking heavy can it be? It's now evening and time to sleep. Sleep outside? No, we definitely gotta find it. I still have like a substantial richness to me. So you stop a passerby and ask for an inn. They lead you to it directly. The woman who runs the place stands in the doorway with her arms folded. Are you from the king? She demands. No, I don't think she likes me. I'm a mere traveler. The woman also asks you, this is a guest house, the best in Kristatani. Only guests stay, and any guest of mine knows it costs me 3 gold pieces to hold the man overnight and 2 to feed him. But it's all between friends. I'll take a room. I need to eat first. I'll go 8. I think I'm going to just sleep and then I eat the fruit tomorrow. And then I still have 2 rations. So I don't need your food. I'll take a room. The woman shows you the way upstairs to a room. There are 3 other guests already staying asleep. Long day. Okay, sleep. Your dreams are vivid once again. You are somewhere hot, as if swimming in a pool of lava. The smell of the herbs and cumin is thick in your nostrils, and all around you hungry mouths are crying out to be fed. Meanwhile, you are falling endlessly, down and down, into a deep pit in the ground, and in the distance a deep voice is booming with laughter. Hua hua. It's Bowser. The long cruel fingers of one hand are curled around the metal frame of a crown, and with the other he beckons you forward as if into a trap. Okay, so I'm very scared. Beyond Tristatani. Right now we're leaving this weird village. They were nice, they didn't try to eat me. You wake early and sit for a moment, in no great hurry to leave the village. This is now the 3rd day of your journey, and the muscles in your legs are feeling lean and strong from so much walking. You spend a short while enjoying the peace, then unhurriedly collect your possessions and set off along the path. Tristatani is surrounded by several miles of fields. It sits in a well-protected ring of hills and is close enough to the river to be reasonably prosperous. As you follow the path between lines of sun-baked crops, you come to a fork in the road. The right-hand way leads to a set of outbuildings, while the left hand directly off into the deep woodland. Between the buildings, so there is Liaki, which is ruins, or I can go to Dumpy. And then we have Urutastin over here, some bridge, crystal waterfall. Wait, if I go here, I might be able to go through here, which would... Oh, alright, well... I wonder if there was a way to, like, go through here. Yeah, I don't want to go in the forest again. I don't like the forest. I only get trouble in the forest. Mm, you glimpse a few people at work by the buildings. There will be precious little company on your journey, so you should take it while you can. Approaching a low wall, you see a blind beggar sheltering in the shade with his hand held outstretched. He hears you approach and clicks his fingers. Alms, would you, for the love of Sindler, alms? Look at him, throw him a coin. I have none to give, walk on by. I think if I give him a coin, that's usually how it is in like video games and shit like that. They will give you like some magic item or something that they can use for magic later on. So I'll give him a coin. You you place the coin also. You're a kind traveler, the beggar says. He feels over the surface of the coin, then bites down on you. Why me? This is a gold piece. You're too generous to a poor, slightless beggar. You'll get me killed if anyone knows that I have it. The beggar beams up at you. Look after yourself, it won't last. Look after yourself. You say, preparing to walk away. Wait, he calls. One moment, please. He begins to scramble around, feeling over his body as if looking for holes. Eventually cries, aha! And pulls out a copper key, which he holds out to you. Take it? What is that? You ask cautiously. Years ago, I lived in Carré. He explains. Carré was my home, and in the city port, I watched over prisoners. Oh, shit. But if the red house and fate will befall you, and you will be here with me, begging for a living. What are the red eyes? Thank you very much, but what is the key? What are the red eyes? Pray you never find out is his simple reply. Listen to me. Carré is a warrior of strangers, but this key will help you. Oh, if you be captured by red eyes, trust old me. Take the key. You take the key and put it safely into your pack. Thank you, you say. Then move on. You follow the path away from the village for half the morning. The walk is easy, it feels as natural as breathing. To have the road move beneath your feet. Hard to believe you trained for this journey so long now that you are on it. You climb a little, tracing the side of the group of trees until you meet a fork in the road. You could continue straight on or upwards to the west hill. Okay, see? I tell you, being nice to fucking homeless people and shit always pays off. In video games. So there's Carré. That's where I need the fucking thing. That's where I gotta go in the first place. We're not even that far away. Oh damn! Look how much fucking. Oh, was there a way for me to like go down here or something too, in the beginning? I don't even know. Okay. Turn for the trees straight on. These are these ruins. Ruins always have bandits. I could go to Dumpy, Liaki. No, I don't, honestly. I don't know. Wait, if they could have bandits. But I don't like the forest. I don't like the forest. Forest is scary. You continue along the path, climbing. Your legs feel strong and lean. By the end of this journey, you will be built like a mountain goat. Damn right. The afternoon progresses long and easy. This place you're walking through seems thick with desolation, as well as long abandoned. And then if you come, okay. And then as if to confirm your thought, you come across two enormous stone pillars, listing slightly either side of the road. They form a gate, but the gate is 3 times the height of a man. Look them over, go free. The other way, look them over. Peering closely, you make out the faded remains of carved characters in the old script. L and K. Oh, it's probably Lia Key. The remnant of the spell of fortune, perhaps binding. Go through, go back, go through. There's nothing but to go forward. Okay, oh, cool. You can even see like these 2 pillars here. That's cool. Through the gate. You step into the shore of the enormous gate. The ruins of walls line the path either side, but these are walls built from blocks the size of ox carts. Centuries ago, this must have been a palace of a king 12 feet tall. Now it has been leveled, and the stone stolen from the field walls and foundations of the village all around. Investigate the ruins. Yes, I want sunken treasures. You take a moment to clamber out over the ruins and over the path until you're surrounded by waist-high grasses. The ground rises and falls sharply around the outer of the houses and buildings. You trace the line of a street wide enough to run 3 carts abreast. that leads quickly downhill towards a forest. I don't want it. Once this place was rich and plentiful, what happened here to remove every last trace of these colossal people? Follow the street, look inside the house, go back to the path. I want to look inside a house. You stop by the edge of a house. The side wall only stands as high as your knee. Grass knots above it. Looking inside, you can make out the edges of a fireplace, the back wall, and an adjoining area, perhaps a grain store or a bedroom. Search in the grass. Search in the grass. You take a few moments to search through the long grasses and find nothing until your hand closes on a clay pot near one wall. It is shape of a wine jug, but about 3 times the usual size. Around the neck is a red stain, wine or maybe blood. It is impossible to tell. The base of the pot has been smashed away, perhaps by age, perhaps by someone unhappy. You leave the pot behind. Follow the street down, head back to the path. You can follow the street down a little. You follow the line of the street down the slope of the hill. The further you go from the path, the more overgrown the ruins become, until you can barely make out their outline at all. After a while, you are not following the street at all, but simply holding to the same line. You approach the edge of a thick woodland. No, I don't like that they're always trying to fucking get me down into the fucking forest. Go. After the path crosses over a low broken wall and then rises sharply until through a pass. After a while you see 2 cave mouths. One of the left of the path, none to the right. Left hand cave, right hand cave, carry on. Left hand cave is probably going to bring me to Dumfus. Right hand cave could get me out somewhere on top or on the... Or should I just go? Would be good to know what Dumpus is. Okay. I should probably go to Drumpus and then like hit the cities. I think that's the smartest move because that's where I can rest. The left-hand cave is a little wider at its mouth, but it's also not deep and appears to be empty. New background sound. Rubble covers the floor along with a few items that suggest someone lived here. A huge broken stool, a net with a white mesh, and a large human-shaped skull the size of a dog. This place was clearly home to a giant. Okay, it's all broken, so it's probably... He's not here. Still, by the look of the skull, it seems that the giant is long gone, so it should be safe to look around. Look at the stool, look at the skull, look at the net, look at the stool. You pick up the stool. It's made from lower branches of an ash tree, braced together with joint pins and the size of your forearm. And before the stool broke, it could probably have borne the weight of several cattle. But it's broken down enough to use. There's no way you could carry it far. Take the stool. I guess. You heft up the stool. Who knows? Might prove to be important. Look at the skull. Next, you turn your attention to the giant skull. There's no trace of flesh remaining on the bone, and the eye socket are dull and empty. No one has lived in here for a long time. The top of the skull has been knocked about a bit. There's a crack on the top and most of the teeth are missing. Examine the top of the skull. There's a dent at the very top. This giant was probably done by a mace or club or else falling rock. Examine the teeth. There are only 2 teeth left in the jaw. Pry the teeth loose. Pry the teeth loose. Use the tip of the sword to pry a couple of the giant's teeth free, and you slip them into your pack. I could probably use it for magic. Look at the net. Finally, look at the net. The squares are so large that a rabbit or a deer would be able to run straight through, but they're small enough that they could catch an animal of about your size. Of course, you would cut your way out of such a trap in a moment of... Surely I would. Take the net. You roll up the net and put it in your bag. Leave. You've seen enough. You turn to leave the cave, but you've almost glanced on the wake of the stool already. You put it down again. Yeah, I don't know what the fucking stool was about. I feel like I'll push my luck if I... Come on. Crossing the path, you go over the other cave. There's faint whistling sound. The wind perhaps. Go further and leave the cave and walk on. We have a lot of health. Go further in. You creep further in, then a few steps on, you fumble and fall, and as you do so the whistling stops. To your horror you realize that you've tripped over is a foot. A giant slowly rubs its eyes and gets to its feet. It hoists up a massive stone club. Cast a spell. Okay, we have to use the spell that makes me big. What was that? Is it just called big? I think so. Yes. Grow in size. Cast. Big. You cast a spell and wait. Slowly the ground moves farther away. You're growing larger. The hill giant watches in dumb disbelief as you grow to match his size. Then you draw your sword. Alright. Okay, I can go 9. What can he go? I don't know. Oh, fuck. Okay, I want his big club. I start with a full hit. Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. With a roar and a shake, still rock, the giant swings a club and comes from determined. Okay. He's left breathless but otherwise unharmed. Now I have to defend. Yeah. Very good, very good. You drop down, protecting yourself as best as you can, just in time. The giant raises club above your head. Okay. He raises his club above his body defensively, so I can go like a jab. And still make 2 damage. Awesome. Okay, with the same health now. Lumbering in, you move in, aiming to trap the giant against the cave wall. Teasing the giant with a passing blow, wearing him down. He flicks your attack neatly around his club. He lifts his club across his body. I think I can go with like a 3. Okay, fuck, he was just defending again. Okay, you strike again, stamping forward to aim to skewer his heart. The giant pushes the blow. The hill giant stumbles suddenly. He is weakening. Give him a fucking hit, yes. Okay, he's almost dead, yeah. You lunge forward again, reading a massive blow, you stomp forward, the giant swings your head. The giant's eyes are bloodshot and he is moving much slower now. Cautious but angry, he stomps the ground with one enormous foot growling. So he can go for 4.5. I can go. Okay, I defend here. Yes. Expecting a storm, you raise your guard as the giant swipes his terrible club. You step back. You are largely unscathed. His stupid eyes are watching you closely, not wanting to take a risk. Okay, now I kill him. Yes! Oh. Hefting your sword, you move forward, thundering across the floor. You thrust a straight lunge to skewer his eye. Then your sword slips between the giant's ribs and he falls, gasping his last in a noise like a gushing waterfall. This is fucking sick. I love this. This is cool. Yes. Okay, 2 stamina skilled for swordsplay. Very skilled. See? The mountainsides fall silent. Leave now. Search the body. You quickly search the giant's body and find a pouch at his waist containing 8 gold pieces, riches. It's hard to imagine the giant spending them. Perhaps he was not as dumb as he appeared, or perhaps he liked them because they were shiny and nothing more. You like them too, so you take them. Leave now, examine the body. You step over the body, the giant is quite dead. His eyes stare open, his mouth is wide, midrons, showing his teeth. Do something about his eyes, do something about his mouth. Something about his eyes. You pass a hand over his eyes and close them. Leave now. Wrist. Rib King. You explore into the depth of the giant's cave to see what you can find. At the back of the room, you find a large loaf of bread. It's too big to carry, but you could eat a little from it. Yeah, give me. You tear away the crust. This is just a giant bread I'm eating. You tear away the crust with your sword and then eat a few handfuls from inside. It's fairly nourishing, if not pleasant. Don't matter. I'm fucking gobbling it up. Time to move on. You hurry out of the shadow of the pass. Awesome. That was great encounters. Boys. We're on a good way. Look at me. You crest the rise. And continue down the slope of the other side. You pass out through another gigantic gate. You pass through another gigantic gate and into a barren mountainside. Continue. Okay, I can only go to Dumpus. From I don't know how to pronounce this shit. The path trips and slides down the steep scree slope and emerges as if for a river trickles thinly between the short grasses. Okay, so enter village or avoid the village. Enter village. Do we have like a clock? Do you know how late it is? Oh, I have a new god. Ape, a strong beast, intelligent and prudent. Oh. Who takes great pride in acting faithfully to be dependent upon. I'm a social guy. We can go to the village. I'll make him laugh. It's alright. Okay, God bless, not fucking savages. Today has been mercifully short and uneventful. I killed the fucking giant. You've made excellent progress. With a decent meal and a night's sleep, your next day will start auspiciously. If you begin the gentle climb down into the village, you follow the path down into the village, passing a sign which is classified to be Dumpus. The streets are thin and narrow, and the buildings have been set close together as if trying to withstand a storm. There's a terrible smell hang on, man. All in all, it seems to be an unpleasant place. Explore the town, talk to the villagers. Let's start with explore the town. Halfway along the trek, you come across a couple of merchant huts. You browse for items, buying with your 21 gold pieces. Your attention is taken by finely woven skull cap. Oh, I think I can use that to like control minds. I think that was a spell I saw earlier. A finely crafted sword and a bag of provisions. Examine the skull cap. You pick up the skull cap and turn it over. Stolen from a priest of Dadulay, the merchant classifies a fine piece of work for 4 gold pieces. You can tell from feel of the cloth it has no inherent magic, but it might be useful in spells. Try it on. Pay 4 gold pieces. Put it back. Try it on. You pay some hurt but feel nothing. You take it off again. I'll take it. Magic items always cool. I like magic. Carefully you lift the long sword from the table and swing it through the air. It cuts with a finely carved edge. A fine piece of work. I'm sure you agree. The merchant exhausts 6 gold pieces. Do I need another sword is the question. Is there a reason to have 2 swords? I don't know. 6 gold is quite a lot. I did just get a bunch of gold. So you know what? We're spurging. I just fucking looted. Buy provisions. There's a bonus to last 3 days. 6 gold as well. Good for return, sure. Whatever. That's enough. I'm not a cheapskate. Not in this game. You're not to the merchant. The merchant smiles. If there's anything else, is there any work to be had here? Is there somewhere I can go to sleep? Is there any work to be had? Side quests. Is there work to be had here? I need to earn some money. The merchant sizes you up. You look like a good worker to me. One of my friends needs some digging doing. I'm sure he would pay you and feed you for it. Sounds like hard work. Digging what? Digging what, you ask? The merchant shifts uncontrollably. Does it matter? You find out. He stares at you. So, he asks. He looks over his shoulder in the path. I'm going that way now myself. You coming? Continue. Talk to him, fine. I'll follow the merchant. He leads you to a house on the edge of the village and introduces you to the householder. A stout man who is probably incapable of lifting a spade, let alone digging with it. I'm ready to get started. What is it you need? I'm an eager boy. I'm ready to get started. Spades out back, he replies with a jerk of his thumb. You walk through the man's house into the back garden. It smells terrible. The job is not just to dig a new cesspit, but to dig over the old one. Ugh. And it's going to be several hours work. That'll probably take the whole night. You collect the spade stuck in the ground. Will start digging, cast a spell. Well, I'm not gonna be out here all night. We're not cavemen. I could go. Well, what do we have? We have a pep. What does pep do? Requires firewood. I don't have fire water. We have nothing with D. Oh, if zap. Create lightning. Free stamina. But he's gonna feed me, so I get like 1 back. And then I still get to sleep at the inn because I don't have to be all night, so it's like 1 stamina. You cast a spell and point your finger at a hole in the ground. With a flash, a burst of lightning flies from your hand, hits the ground. Earth explodes upwards, and when the air clears, you have created a fine hole. A little rough along the edges, perhaps, but you've still saved yourself plenty of work. Collect my pay. You go back into the house and collect your money. 3 gold pieces. Oh. The grateful householder also provides you with some food as well as a space on the floor to rest the remaining of the night. Awesome. You settle down happily and are quickly asleep. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm so good at this. You dream strange dreams as you sleep. It seems as though you wander through doors and hallways built 10, 20 times your height. You're an insect in the hills, probably because of the fucking giant. Over which you walk are the follicles of hair and the shaved chin of a giant. Storms of hot, fetid breath seem to sweep across you. Brilliant. Okay, whatever. I want to kill more giants. Leave Dumfus. Goodbye, thick people of Dumfus. You rise early, missing the attentions of the householder, and head out into the street. Within a few minutes of walking, you're out of Dumfus and back to the road. After another hour or so, the way branches, with one path heading up into the hills and the other turning downhill along the side of a barren stony ridge. Is that a village you can make out on the hill? It seems a lonely place for it. So that's a village. But I don't really need another village. I only have 8 gold anyway. But maybe I can do something with the stuff I bought. I want to look at the weapons. Sword. Longsword +2. How do I equip that? Treasure. 8 gold pieces. Sure. Other items. Giant net, red flower, keys, copper key. Rations. 4 meals and a bomba fruit. Okay. There's like mines down here. Jaker mines. Abandoned. Let's try the village. Let's see what happens. Oh, holy shit. The gentle upward slope becomes a steep climb, and you are forced to rest several times. So far, you've been walking through the foothills. Now the journey will become more serious. When finally you reach the summit and can look out over the low plateau you have crested, you see the path runs through small settlements of crudely fashioned huts. Fucked up looking people. There are villagers out in the street, talking and working. It seems happy, bustling place. Oh, never mind. Seems like this is happy and bustling. For a while longer. You stay at your vantage point and watch a while longer to see if things change. After a while, you begin to notice something strange about the way the people in the village are moving. First, you notice one is sleeping, then another. Then you realize they're all shuffling as they move. Some use sticks. One is even crawling. Much more. You stay hidden and watch for longer. After a while, you realize that whatever is happening in the village, it is desperate. There's no laughter, no joy. There's no trade or commerce. The women do not walk about and the men do not watch them. It is like a prison camp. Okay, yeah, they're fucked up. Do I visit them? I know I can heal somehow. I think there was a spell. This is not my problem. You've seen enough. Taking the low scrub, you walk a quarter circle around the village to the south. Look back, keep going. Look back. Looking back, you can now see the village a little closer. There are red crosses marked on some of the doors. It is the sign of the plague. You shudder, thank you, spirit, and move on. The path turns down steep. Okay, yeah, good shit, good shit. I don't want to get AIDS. Join the lower path. We're going down here. It is difficult to see way ahead through the tree line, but you trust to the course, and eventually the path bursts out onto a narrow stone ledge high above the valley floor. The ledge leads left and right. There's no way forward. Look left, rest a moment and eat. I'm gonna look left. Looking left, you can see that the narrow ledge is formed by a splitting of the rock that leads all the way down to the misty valley floor. If there is a path up to the other side, it is not clear from where. Okay, that's here, but there's cool mines down there. Mines are always cool levels. Rest a moment and eat. Look right. Looking right, you're taken aback. As out of the midst that fills the valley, an impossible white bridge looms into view. Impossible white. As if it had only now fallen into place. It is made of planks and thick ropes and is suspended from the peak of the to the peak of the other side. Who could have built such a marvel? And how long ago? Look at the bridge. You take a moment more, staring at the bridge. It forms a delicate curve across the valley, swaying very simply in wandering wind. But the more you look, the more it seems too perfect. Could such a bridge possibly exist, or is it mere illusion to trick the incautious traveler? Oh. Move on. Getting your feet on. Okay. Okay, that's definitely like a trap. But I want to know who made it. I want to go into the village. The valley. I want to know. I have to know. If there's like a cool mage up there, the bridge is worth looking at least. If it sounds, you'll be able to tell. If not, the other route will still be right true. As the ledge winds and you're on a cliff, you reach the peak where the bridge is deeply anchored by its enormous stone foot. Besides, this is a small, disheveled hut. Look at the hut. Go across. Look at the hut. A small little shack. It's barely large enough to house a goblin, but someone has decorated it in a weird fashion with outlines of figures tall and short and stocky, drawn in faded shades of wood and some in red blood-colored clouds, okay? And from a few of these figures, actual bones protrude from the walls themselves, as if they formed part of the structure. You should have known immediately, of course. A bridge like this out here smells of sorcery and witchcraft. Knock at the door, knock at the hut door. You walk over to the hut door, there's no answer. Stranger still, however hard you beat your fist, the knocking seems to make no noise, as if the wood were of a cup of water and you were able to knock on the surface. Nah, this is... You've changed your mind. Fuck that. This can't be good. I gotta go over the bridge, it's gonna fall, I fall down, I'm dead. The bridge seems untrustworthy. Should anything happen while you were halfway across it, there would be no escape but the last, most final kind. Better to walk. You make your way along the stone ledge. The angle is steep and it's hard going not to stumble. At the valley floor is a dried up river, covered in worn stones, haunted by water that is now long gone. Small caves open in a rock face nearby, with rusted machinery abandoned outside. There was mining here once, but it has been gone for a long time. A wider track made for carts carrying ore leads up the far slope. Look around, investigate the mines. Look around first. Peasant recovering breath, look around. Look at the machinery. You walk for a while between the ancient machines that list out of the mud beside the riverbed. Gigantic hoppers, now bronze with rust, with huge spiked wheels on their sides and chutes leading between them, now thick with binsweet, slugs and mud. Whatever these machines were for, they have not worked in decades, maybe even centuries. Okay, cool, old fucking mine. Look at the riverbed, investigate the mines. You approach the mine entrance. A wet wind greets you from the depths. The mine shaft must lead somewhere, but it is pitch dark. There's no torches, and you do not have any light of your own. Go inside. I don't have a light of my own. Climb the valley. Go inside. Cool mine, but I'm blind. Fuck it. Come on. We can check it out real quick. You stride further inside until the wet rock is above you in the air, suddenly cold and still. Your breath echoes. Ooh, tight dark places are often fearsome, and thought the rock walls here were carved with axes. There's still something wild and harrowing about this. Your feet crunching on. Turn back, go further in. Cast a spell. Maybe I have like a light spell. I know it. Okay, this S, so maybe I have a sus. What does H-O... Hot is the fireball. What is how? Find safe passage. Okay, I have sus. And what is this? God. Illusion of worship requires a jewel of gold. I don't have that. It has capital G, nothing. Okay, I will do sus. I want to know if something can happen to me here. Sus. You cast a spell within moments, a dread feeling has come over you. This cave is a place of great and terrible danger, and you feel quite certain that to go a step further would be certain death. Well, turn back. It is too much to turn and hurry back to the sound of the valley. Continue. Okay. Climb the valley. Your breath is short and your heart is hammering as you pause. Halfway up the valley slope, a small wooden hut is opposite. Set a little way back from the path. Approach the hut. Man, what the fuck? Thinking you might be able to stop for directions, you head towards the hut, but halfway across the scrub toward it, you see a figure emerging from the doorway. A troll! Drop out of sight, approach. Drop out of sight. You crouch down quickly and watch anxiously to see what the troll will do. The creature stands outside of the hut for a few minutes, looking this way and that. His colossal head turning with the speed and dexterity of a mill wheel. When he stops away around the curve of the hill, you probably humans will reappear. Ooh, we looting their hole. You seize the opportunity and race over to the hut to see what you can pilfer. Inside, you find this barren shack. There's a low oak table in the center and no windows. There's no door. A pile of blankets in one corner is the only nice. Look at the table, look at the blankets. Search the blankets. You lift the condom with the sword. Hidden away, you find 3 gold pieces. Most likely, the trolls pay for an entire year. Take the money. Fuck them. You take it quickly, drop the blankets back, you found them. The creature will be back anyway, should you go. Look at the table, look under the table. Look at the blankets. He gotta have more than 3 gold pieces, right? Look under the table. You peer under the table, find nothing but the discarded scraps of rabbit bones and fur from troll's meat. Look at the table. But you look at the table, and it stains is where the troll sharpens his blade, skins his rabbits for the pot and sleeps. Sleeps? It is certainly strong enough. 4 wide trunklets supporting a split trunk top, edge deep and carved. Suddenly a shadow falls across it. Fuck, the troll is returned roaring with anger. It raises its sword, you will have to find it. Fight it, cast a spell. Okay, because if he doesn't have anything good in the thingy, maybe it's something good on him. So I'm not even mad that we gotta fight him. Because he only had shit in it. 3 gold pieces, what the fuck? We have W with D with P. Okay, let's see what it... I can probably make it dumb, huh? Cause clumsiness. Okay. We have sun. Create light. Oh, that would be awesome for the thingy. Maybe we can find a sun jewel somewhere. What does... Pop. Create explosions. I don't have a pebble. Wall. Create an invisible wall. That would help me. There was pop. There was dumb. There was... Oh, what is W? O. Walk. Create a shield. Requires 1 stamina and 1 gold piece. That would be good for me. Walk. Okay, cool. We have a shield and you can take a gold from your pouch later on your wrist and leave your spell. The coins, okay. You approach with a new sense of confidence. Defense. Okay, we're going to try to edge something out first. 5. Oh fuck, of course he fucking... Alright. Whatever. The troll stamps forward, then an arm's length away he drops down to crouch behind his fake little shield. You swing out your sword, aiming at cover with a single stroke. He begins yelling and shouting. Now we defend. Yes, good. Okay, you drop into a defensive stance behind your shield. The troll tries to batter you down, but you know, okay. Shield comes up. His shield comes up. So I'm probably good if I do like a 2. Yeah. He stops to brush his hair away from his eyes and you seize the moment to strike, reaching down towards a handful. The troll deflects the blow mostly by luck. Okay, he doesn't have a lot now. I can definitely overpower him. Yes. Yes. You keep up the pressure and swing with expert precision and all of his strength. His own half-hearted blow is knocked away. The troll is stumbling, his weary old muscles leaking green blood. Oh fuck, I'm bullying an old man. Now I have to get him done. Cut. Yes. Yo! That was so lucky. You better at his blade. Turning your sword, you punch with the hilt and oh damn. And as he reels, you lash out with your blade. You swing, spinning around to the spot and troll's neck. No stamina, flawless fight. Facts. Search the troll's hut. With the troll dead, you quickly complete your search of that, but you find nothing more of interest. Then you slip and continue your way. I just killed him for no reason. There was a sentient life I just ended. For no reason at all. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. Another hour passes, you finish the climb. With the sun starting to hang heavy in the sky, you reach the top and meet with the other end of the rope bridge. Look back at the bridge. It may look stable, but it is undoubtedly a death trap set to part travelers from their goals and from their lives. You continue the down slope, everything draws. Yes, very good that I didn't go on this bridge. But I wish I could have went to the mine. Head for the town. I wonder where I would have found the gold, like the sun jewel or whatever it was. Some way down the hill, you stop for a rest and sit around boulder to survey what lies ahead. The path leads downward and its foot crawl between three pyramids and a quite large one. Behind you, the sun is falling rapidly into the hills. It will be night soon. Approach the village, avoid it. I'm always a village guy. The village looks like a good place to stop. You hop down from the boulder and make your way forward. When an overhanging branch touches your face and you hear a lively chirping. Turn around, keep going. Turn around. You turn quickly around, hovering by your shoulder is a small creature the size of a bird. It is childlike but very thin with green skin and flits around you on transparent wings. It seems friendly enough it even lands on your shoulder. Its tiny clawed toes pinching slightly. Talk to it, shake it loose, cast a spell, carry on and slow thread. Who the fuck? Is it an elf? Oh, it's something ugly again. Greetings, little creature, and hello to you. The creature replies, chirping, my name is Jan. What are you? What do you want with me? What are you, Jan? Yeah. The creature does a backflip and gives a low blow. I can't even do a voice anymore. I'm a mini-mite. Pleased to meet you. It reaches out a tiny hand and shakes your earlobe. Adorable. Adorable. I'm not going anywhere until you've gone. What can you tell me about the village? What do you want with me? What can you tell me about the village? You point to the valley. Is it safe? That's Spiritanti. It is very safe. It's the largest village in the whole of the Shamutanti Hills. Ha hee hee. Every traveler who comes this way spends at least one night there. So it's a little bit expensive, especially for mini-mites, but pleasant enough. The creature starts hopping up and down. Come on, it grumbles impatiently. Let's get going, can't we? I'm not going anywhere until you've gone. Well, let's get going then. What do you want with me? See, the villager creature replies, last time I tried to go through, they told me I wasn't welcome, so I wouldn't mind some protection. Well, let's get going. I can't protect you. Where I'm going is dangerous. You want a creature. You might be killed traveling with me. The creature shrugs. I've got small wings, can't get far on my own. The creature flits to your other shoulder once more. You're not in any hurry, are you? It observes. Do you want to sleep out in the rough? I'm not going to. Well, let's get going then. Let's get going then. Fine, you will come. Well, let's get going then. The creature shakes you by the ear in excitement, and you set off along the path once more. You descended into the bowl of the valley. The hills on either side are toweringly tall and throw the village into a deep shadow. It would seem a very gloomy, threatening pace, but the streets come the distant sound of laughter and merriment. Okay. Cool. You continue along the path. The sound of festivities grow louder. It's almost spooky here in the shade of the valley, and after so long on the dire road, the people in this village seem to be enjoying themselves. See, the mini-mite on your shoulder remarks, I told you it was a happy place. Jan, what's going on? Keep going. Are they bewitched? Jan shakes that. No, if there was magic, believe me, I would know. This is the festival of the young. What's that? What's it? Well, take a look. Oh, Jan waves a little hand around the village. Do you hear that once a year the children are allowed the freedom of the village? It is a time of great fun and lots of pranks. It becomes quickly obvious that what he means. Jan is a man? Oh. You pass the first few buildings where you find a number of children sitting on the street and drinking ale from deep mud streets. Further on, a young boy is holding an old woman over his knee and spanking her. Oh god. On the other side of the street, a group of boys is fighting outside a shop with a sign that reads Glandragor's Tavern. It is a complete mayhem. Rescue the old woman, leave her. I'll help you. You stride over to the boy, intending to rescue the woman at the sight of your manner and sword. The boy puts her down and gets on his feet. What are you about? He demands. I'm the leader of this village for today, and I say, get to bed. Strike the I'll laugh at it, it's fine. You laugh at the boy. He's quite clearly enraged and lets up a hollering cry. Suddenly there are 100 children around you, and not all beggars, but well fed and armed with sticks and pitchforks. Janet, oh god. Better run for it. Run, fight. I'm not gonna fight the kids. But I don't wanna go yet. What the fuck? These people have gone mad. I'll fuck them up, kids. You raise your sword and smack the children away as best without injuring them. But there are too many. As soon as they have you, 5 holding your arms and 10 your legs. Oh gosh. Jan flares up into the air, hovering above the fray. The group hollering and cheering. Carry you out to town and dump you in the grass, pausing only to relieve you of your gold purse. They respect him. One cries, the drinks are on me. So much for that dump. I got fucking robbed blind by fucking children. Well, this was... It's quite the adventure, huh? Oh god. Okay, between curling roots, you find a small place to settle down to rest. Jan perches a little way above on a knot and is quickly asleep. You're tired enough to follow suit, but you are hungry for not having eaten. Eat something. You pull out the old man's nourishing bomba fruit and eat quickly. The night's darkness draws in, around you. In the distance you hear screams and whoops from the village that only slowly fade. You feel lonely, distant from such revel. These fucking assholes. I got my ball depressed. You rest your head onto a backpack and close your eyes. Your dreams are filled with walking, with peaks and valleys and endless paths. A curious light plays across them, building walls to heights before ruining them and moves away. The rest of the night passes silently. This was one big fucking fail. I should have just left the bitch alone. Or I should have immediately killed the kid. That's the lesson to learn here. Beat your children. You rise early from your spot beneath the tree. As you gather your things, Jan leaps up and onto your shoulder. Ready to go? He chirps. You rejoin the path on the far side of Biritanti. The sun sits on the horizon like a gleaming jewel. If all goes well, you will reach Torrepani today, and the last village in the Shanumanti hills. After a short climb, the path breaks, heading uphill on the left and downhill on the right. Ask Jan his advice. Which way, Jan? To the right. To the right is the forest. To the left is going easier. Going is easier. The path heads through a field of black flowers to Torrepani. What else do you know? Nothing, protests the creature. And that's a fine way to talk to your guide. I'm not charging you for my advice, you know. Well, you get no more from the creature. Too close hardly matters which way you go, surely. Okay. So you said the left was easier. But with crystal waterfalls here. With cool waterfalls. What's this? It's like another forest thing. The waterfalls look awesome. We're going there. We go right to the side. Then be on your guard, Jan warns you. You climb a rise. The way is not too deep, and as noon approaches, you have crested the bridge and are descending yet again. You are now at the highest point of the hills, where the trees are thin, the views west gone forever, and sometimes you can catch glimpses of Skari on the northern horizon. Awesome. I'm not eat yet. Keep going. You decide not to stop to eat, but push on. Jan is in a talkative mood and fills the air around with his chatter about what he can see and how things smell and what he plans to do once he makes his fortune in Korea. It's enough to make you wonder if you could sell him as a companion to a blind old lady somewhere. That's fucked up. You pass from the open hillside into a patch of the deep forest. Quiet. Suddenly, Jan falls quiet and hisses in your head. Stop! Stop now! Be quiet, Jan. Why? Because, insists the creature in a tiny voice. Because something is following us. You come to a dead stop. Jan is right. Something is moving through the trees behind you. A moment later, a point of steel has emerged from the darkness between you, touching your neck. You've seen me, whispers the noise. I know it. Look into the darkness. Walk away. Answer. Draw my sword. Point of steel. Draw my sword. What the fuck? You have a moment to draw your sword before the tall, dark figure of an assassin emerges from the trees. Bitch. He's dressed head to toe in black. You had not seen him a moment before, even though he had been standing a mere arm's length away. He wields a sharp scimitar in expert hands. Fight him, cast a spell. I'm gonna fucking blow his ass up. Fucking wizard head. I don't have it for no reason. Okay, with K's and Z's and little F's, what does the little F do? I have an X that I can use. Oh no, that's for later. Oh, a fix. A small so cause fixedness. Well, I can't use that because I need new shit. K. Don't even have that. Z. Oh, I can fucking zap his ass. Okay. I don't have a gold piece anymore. Oh, I'm fucking. Yeah, I'm just gonna zap his ass. Yeah, fuck him up. Fuck him up. Yes. What? You cast a spell, but nothing happens. What? You should what? I should probably tell you, Jen, whispers, minimites are protected by an aura. It is a curse sometimes, like now, because you can't cast magic while I'm nearby. I'm not leaving while the assassin is there. Fucking useless ass. Okay, I'll go with like conservative 5. Cut. They always defend first move. This sucks. Assassin bows, erases cursor, salute, ready stance. You rush forward quickly, hoping to catch him before he's ready. The assassin covers himself. He's left breathless but always unharmed. My duty is to serve your head from your neck. What the fuck? Sever your head from your neck. He tells you in a voice as cold as polished marble. You will not hold me from it. I will defend. Yes. You drop yourself into a crouch as he tries a deep slice, but you roll it away, mostly unhurt. The assassin laughs appreciatively. Okay, now I will give it to him big time. No! Oh, that was so stupid. Fuck. Time to attack. Closing his eye, the assassin murmurs a quick prayer as he sets his stance. To defend. Yes. Okay. Good. You whip up your defenses as he powers forward, but it only tires him out. You're mostly on. He nods you wisely. The assassin spins his sword around to shift his sword across his body. He can do 6.5 max, but he's not going to. To shift his sword. Yes. Acting quickly, you swing your sword fast in towards his chest, but the blow you land is only minor because the assassin adjusts to stand swiftly. You knock the assassin staggering into a tree. He seems more surprised and hurt. You will die out here, he informs you. His tone like ice. Okay, he only used. I have to defend this turn. Alright. You ready yourself to block as he attempts a heavy cut, but you duck most in hard. He raises his hand to draw a finger line across his throat. Why is he always trying to emote me? This is a script. The weapon sinks as it moves. What a fool. Leaping into action, you swing muscle swipe, but its own moves fast and careful, and he is able to parry. Blood drips from the assassin's tunic. Okay, understood him. Curse on his breath. Breathing deeply, the assassin whispers a mantra as he readies his blade. Can only do 4. I'm going to defend. Yeah. You duck down a low stance and he attempts to... You parry as best you can. The assassin flicks his blade through the air, crouching as he moves. Now I kill him. Awesome. Fainting left, you dive forward with a rough going. Yeah, below. He is off balance and moving slowly and the blade goes deep. He turns and tumbles, raising his sword as he topples. I'm not so proud as to not admit when I am beaten, he groans. You may finish me if you so choose, but if you do me an honor and use my own blade. Finish him and search his body. Him. He was kind of a dick. But maybe if I spare him, he'll tell me something. Then get up, you tell him, holding your sword back, but not putting it away yet. He nods and cheers slowly. You are an honorable man. I'm glad to meet you. Now you have saved me. You own me in part. My name is Flanker, and I'm an assassin and a thief. Why did you attack me? What will you give me? Why did you attack me? It's a simple matter. I pick on wayfarers for practice in hiding and killing. I assume you would be no match, especially when I saw your pet. He points briefly at the Minimite, who's currently hiding under a fold in your tunic, but I see I was wrong. He bows his head once, perhaps in respect, perhaps from the pain of his injuries. You're traveling to Torre? He asks. Yes. I go that way as well. I will not travel with you, but once you are there, perhaps I will see you. If so, I will not forget the debt I owe you. What is your business in Carre? I'll remember you there. He's useless, finish him. What's your business in Carre? You ask. He looks long into your eyes for him and then he answers. The nobles of the city have heard rumors. Goblins are reopening old mines. He wants to know why. And have you found out? I believe so, replies in whisper. It is not Druids or iron they're after. You know the history of the hills, perhaps. They have not always been so poor, so underpopulated. Once great and powerful men lived there, men of great knowledge and sorcery. Long gone now, and giants. Ancient history, long gone now. Flanker shakes his head. Not gone, changed. There's a village of giants in these hills. That is what those men became. The ancient miners once ran a great city spanning from Kakhabat sea as far of the Jaker mines. That was where they mined the ore that forged the crown. Oh, and it is that metal, that power which the goblins are searching for. If Mampang should rise, it will be their only hope. Will they find it? They must be stopped. The crown will be recovered. They must be stopped. Perhaps they will be. They say the ancient left terrible gods behind. He bows his head again. This time it is definitely from play. Go, he hisses. You cannot aid me. Leave him, help him. I have 4 rations. I can give him 1. No, you reply. I have cost you once, I will help you. He grins with gritted teeth. Are you a doctor? I do not think you are. Finishes off, bind his wounds. Tearing strips of dark brown from his clothing, you bind his wounds tightly in the bleeding lessons. You're too kind to a man who was about to kill you, he murmurs. Let that be your lesson, you reply as you gather up your things and head to the forest, leaving him behind. You have a sense that you have made a powerful friend. Big time. Nice. Okay, we can't forget about him in Carre, and we can't forget about Key once we get there. Leave the trees. How much longer do you think we'll be traveling today? The Minimite on your shoulder asks. I'm hungry and tired. We've gone such a long way. You can stop here. Not much further. Be silent. Not much further. The Minimite sighs and slumps onto the shoulder. You continue along the path around the side of the hill. A wooden hut is set into the slope, with an old woman sitting in front of them. A river seems to emerge from beneath her. As you get closer, you realize the water flows underneath her house, and the house itself is set on a splayed strut like an insect straddling the water course. A few places from the front of the house, the water plucks over the edge. Greet the woman. Try to creep past. Greet the woman. Hello. Greetings, you call. The woman looks up at you and smiles. Come here, my boy, won't you, she calls. I can barely see you. Walk past the house, approach the woman. Grandma! You approach the old woman. She smiles a toothless smile and gets up from the step. Come in, please, she beckons. I get so lonely living out here on my own, far away from the village. I don't trust her. Okay. Yeah, I don't trust her, but thank you. You follow her inside and take a seat along with him. I'll bring us some tea, she says. She sounds almost nervous. Hurrying to the kitchen, she returns with 2 large cups. Watch it, Jen whispers in your ear. I do not trust this one. Drink the tea, make conversation. The tea is still hot. You cup between your hands as you speak. What's your name? Why do you live alone? This is a beautiful place. What's your name? They call me Gazamoon, she replies with a smile. I used to be quite well known in my way. You're not, but you've never heard of her. Why do you live alone? Why do you live alone? It must be more dangerous. Oh, she smiles sweetly. No one bothers me around me. Why would they? You can't help but notice she has not answered the question. This is a beautiful place. This is a beautiful place, you remark, watching the river outside the door plunging away over the cliff face. This is the top of the crystal waterfall, she says. The river runs right under my house. They say it carries all my goodness and youth away while I sleep, and the villagers bathe in it for luck. She giggles meaning, I'm sure this isn't quite true. You make to sip your tea when the old woman stops you, catching her for the cup. Oh, she says suddenly, I've forgotten the pot. She goes back to the kitchen to fetch it. Why would she stop me from drinking my tea if she has intentions? My tea, switch cups with her. I don't quite trust her. But I'll drink my tea because she wanted me not to drink my tea. You lift your mug, blow away the steam, and take a sip as the old lady runs. The old lady lifts her own mug and takes a deep gulp. Your own tea is gently refreshing. Then she sputters and coughs and grips her side. Did she poison her own tea? Wait. You sit back and watch to see what will happen. She's trying to smile, but the pain is clearly quite severe. Stumbling and almost falling, she staggers to the kitchen and gulps down another drink. When she returns, she seems much better again. I'm not as young as I was, she explains. All the same, she puts her tears aside. But tell me about you. You're a traveler. Yes. A merchant and outcast. Yes. Yes, that's right. I'm going to Carré. She claps her hands. How wonderful. Such a delightful city. Indeed, you answer. Tell me, on your journey, you didn't happen to come across an old man, did you? I have. I met a lot of people. Yeah. Not just any old man, she said. This one was carrying a page of a spell book. Show her the page. You pull the page from your pack and her eyes light up, giggling with glee. The witch snatches it. What is the spell? Who was the old man? What is the spell? It's a spell of pest repulsion. You have no idea how useful it is around here. She shakes her head. 4 days ago, I was visited by travelers such as yourself, but then when I was making my tea, as I always do, he started leafing through my book and tore the page. He must have been a wizard of power because he vanished almost too fast for me to curse him. What curse did you curse? Will you uncurse him now? What curse did you cause? Well, you saw him, she replies. I aged him. I didn't stop at escaping though. She fuses with the page, preparing a spell of some. Shall I show you how useful the spell is? She says. Please. What do you mean? No. Please. What do you mean? Well, she makes the gesture at something behind you. How can I put this? You sure you don't want me to get rid of a pest? Oh, you're really just looking at Jen? I'll keep him. I'll keep him. Really? She looks surprised, but then shrugs and slams shut her book. Well, it's your cat's funeral. As they sang, she gets on her feet. You best get going. Jen hops on your shoulder, whispering profuse thanks into your ear, and you leave. That was a whole fucked up situation. She first poisoned herself, then she unpoisoned herself. Then she said she's a witch, and she fucked with the old guy. And then she wanted to kill my fucking slave pet thing. Well, I didn't like her at all. Where are we going? Outside of the village. It is now late afternoon. You pass the brow of the next hill and Loyos, the village of Torrepani, slunk from the one side of the village to the next like a flood barrier. Observe it. Torrepani is a village of the Svin, an aggressive-looking race of man-orcs. You might expect their village to be rowdy, but it seems strangely quiet. Go into town. Still, there's no way around it, and it's too large to destroy with a fireball. You will have to go through. What the fuck? Into Torrepani. You enter the village. There's a definite air of depression hanging over the place. The Swins are going about their business slowly and miserably and pay you no heed. You sit yourself down on a tree stump at the very side and considering your options. Find an interest? I don't have money. Make contact with the villagers first. You spy a group of Swins sitting outside a low hut and you walk over and sit yourself down. They're discussing a friend apparently killed in the night by an assassin curved blade. I met this decision. Is that why you are all afraid? I met this decision. Like bold interrupting. Out in the forest, you met him, you're still alive. One Swin replies thickly, I killed him. I killed him, you lie. The Swin spit a gob of green goop on the ground. You do good, but you one day late for us. Another Swin bangs his hand down on the table. But with Ash dead, who saved Tia? Who is Tia? Who was Ash? Who was Ash? Our greatest, the Swins say, who was bangs his chest with the fist and then coughs twice. Good Swin. Tia is Chief's daughter. The other Swin says, Ash was to save her. Now Ash not alive, so Tia soon not alive. What happened to her? I'll save her. You need a new hero. What happened to her? Goblins. They sacrifice. He's unsure of the word, so Mime suggested like a stabbing downwards knife blade. Yes, sacrifice to great cave demon. Trouble is, another say. Our chief die if chief line end. Tia is end. So if end ends, we end. All very sad. Very sad. They all agree. Who you? One asks suddenly, and if only just thinking of it. He prods you in his chest. Warrior, sorcerer, traveler. Traveler, a slight gleam enters the biggest one eyes. Great traveler, the greatest, I do my best. I'll do my best. Best is good, Miki Tifa. He signals the others who are quickly on their feet. Big hefty arms swing for you. We take to Chief. I'm gonna have to fucking save their princess. I'm their Mario. Before you can resist, they have you and are hauling your body into their shoulders. Jan clings onto your shoulder, refusing to be shaken free. Where are you taking me? Wait to see what happens. Pray to spirit for aid. Ape guy. I don't know if ape guy is gonna help me here. Nothing has happened yet. Okay. Where are you taking me? The Swins carrying you give no reply. Then you reach a low hut on the edge of the village. You're set down carefully. Continue. I can't walk like fucking one day without something capturing. The door is slammed and locked. A moment later it reopens and your possessions are thrown inside. You quickly look through them, but everything seems to be in place. Wait to see what happens. Try to sleep. Eat something. I should eat something. Pulling an extra, pull a quantity of cheese and bread. You eat it. Nothing else happens. Try to sleep. Sleeping would be good too. Okay, freeing, they will probably now wait until daylight. You put your head down to sleep. Your dreams are filled with grasping hands and long dark nails scratching at your flesh. And however much you toss and turn on the floor, you cannot quite get them out of your mind. Okay, daybreak. Daybreak. You're still alone. An hour passes before you hear any noise outside. And then the door to the hut opens and 5 Swins come in. They drag you roughly out and across the street to another hut where an old man with grey hair sits. Oh, he's wearing outlandishly colorful robes. My name, Proceus, Chief. He slaps his chest twice. I apologize. Then he bows, brushing the dust on the floor with his sleeves. Rush him, tell me what you want, apology accepted. What do you want? Tell me what you want. He holds up a hand. First, he waves to a menial who brings bread and milk. I'll eat it. Methodically, you bolt down the meal. It does not seem to be poison that nourishes you. The bowl is removed and the chief squats down in a pool of cloth. Jan cowers under your own cloak, hoping to go unnoticed. I have need of you and your strength. I will help if I can. Tell me, I will kill me. Tell me. The chief nods. I shall. My daughter, my child, she is taken, offered to a terrible being below. Goblin, she deserves you. I will try, or did I try? Goblins. Chief spits at the word goblins. He shakes his head as tears well up in his eyes. We never friends, but we never enemies like this. I not understand their hate. Why they care about demons in cave. The goblins are mining the old mines. The goblins are mining the old mines. They are hunting for the power of the crown of kings, but the mines are guarded by old demons. The chief nods, and they buy their skin with ours. He gets to his feet. Rescue daughter, and you will be great rewarded. Side quest. He gestures to the other Swin, who's still talking. No chances. Grab by your arm and taking no chances. I'm an idiot. Grab by your arm and haul on your feet. Okay, so I'm kind of their prisoner, but also if I do it, I'll be like a hero. And I like being a hero. You're led along a short pathway through the forest to a crack in the ground. One Swin has brought a rope and another a basket. They are preparing to lower you down into the pit of the earth itself. Try and escape. You will pay me richly for this. Take the adventure. You will pay me richly for this. The Swin nod. The chief replies, we are poor, but we will try. Good. Watch the darkness, he declares as they start to lower you down. From your shoulder, Jen murmurs, we are in trouble now. Oh, we are in trouble now, he shivers. You hit the floor with a thud and peer into the darkness. Your eyes can make out nothing but a slight breeze, suggested endless space in all directions. You are blind, helpless, trapped. Something clatters to your feet from above, one of the things sounding down to you. Feel around from the ground. You crouch down and feel around, feeling. Suddenly you pick it up. It's a dry wood torch. Perfect. Something else was on in the head. Tinderbox, calls the voice. Feel around for the tinderbox. Curse whoever hits you. No, it's fine. Rubbing the breeze on your head, you reach down to find the tinderbox. And you light the torch. Okay, no time for emotional outbursts. I have a mission. I'm a man on a mission. I gotta save the cute orc princess. The muscle mommy. You can see now you are in a large cavern, wide and deep. At the far end, passageways disappear to the left and right. Through an uneven rockfall at the far end of the cavern, you hear a murmur. Go left, go right, listen by the rocks. You clamber over the rocks at the end of the cavern to investigate the sound. It is a simple whimpering coming from the other side of the pile of stones. The Swin girl, perhaps? She came in this way, but then the cave in blocked off her path. You will have to find another way to reach her. The right way. You turn right, creeping slowly forward. The passageway slopes down a short way, then ends in a T-junction. The two stones are stacked on top of another against the wall there. Examine the stones. Examine the stones. There's nothing special about the two stones, they happen to be on top of each other. Turn back, go left, go right. You turn right, creepy forward. The passageway slopes down away in a T-junction. Go right again. You take the right-hand tunnel. The tunnel twists and bends sharply as if carved by a river, now long since dried away. You lose all sense of which way is which, except to keep going forward where the tunnel splits. There's a stacked pair of stones here as well. Go left. You go left. The cave floor here is an inch deep in water. Oh, dripping from an arched ceiling far above. The droplet that land on your ice cold and run like sharpened claws down your back. I don't like this. Jen mutters. Water plays havoc with my wings. A few strides further on, the passage you are following finishes. Oh wait. Oh fuck, we're in a cave. I have an idea. I'll be back in a sec. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I turned on some candles to mimic the torchlight. Okay. One just turned off. Let's keep going. You go left. The cave floods. Here is an inch deep water. Okay. We don't want to turn back. We don't want to go right. You move through an opening in the right wall. The going is suddenly more difficult, and you realize that the tunnel is climbing at quite a sharp gradient. Little stone rattles and roll away downward into the dark. At the highest point, a side passage opens to the right. As you enter, 2 stones roll away down the slope. Turn back. Go straight on. You push on. The cave walls crush in close. As thought the rock is squeezing you to death, you should your shoulder rub against the wall. When you feel certain you can go no further, the path you're creeping through forks again. Another pair of stones are stacked in a corner. That's the right way. I'm thinking the princess keeps stacking stones where she goes. So when they come looking for her, she, you know, go left. You take the left passage. You walk down a passage for several minutes, then slip on some dirt on the ground beneath. Your feet gives away. You plunge into a hidden pit and land on something soft. A lucky escape. Look around. What the Not yet counting your luck. You look around, and sure enough, you're on a frying pan into a reptile den. You're in a pit of snakes. Use magic. Pray to my spirit. Try something else. You begin to ready spell. Jan tucks your arm. You can't. You can't, he hisses. I told you. You can't imagine when I'm around. Cursing him, you try fingering the options and spirit. Pray to my spirit. You whisper for a few minutes, and the spirit app doesn't hear you. The snakes are gathering around you, coming closer, and then they begin to climb the walls, holding themselves erect until they form a living ladder that straps up to the passage above. You steal your courage and climb quickly back to the tunnel above. Back on the firm ground, you give thanks to the spirit, but you are aware you will not be helped again. Oh, thank God. Thank you. You squeeze back into the narrow cave where the passageway appears on your right. The 2 stones are still stacked here. Go straight on, go right. Go straight on. You creep forwards through the dark. You follow the passageway when you hear an echo of whimpering coming up the corridor. Your torchlight falls across a frail shape. Hiding in a shutter is a young swing girl, stacking stones into hundreds of little towers. Come with me. Look for traps. You run the torchlight around the walls of the cavern. No switches, no triggers can be seen. The girl watches you with silent fear, and then the torchlight falls on a deep gorge on the rock. A claw mark. Suddenly there's a loud roaring from the mouth of the short cavern. The wall begins to shake and crumble. The swivel stone tower topples and scatters to one side again. You turn slowly and peer into the gloom back in the tunnel. Is there something moving? Something coming closer? Perhaps a roaring? Something is coming. Me. What is the fuck? You hear the scrambling sound of claws and rocks, and I'm getting nervous. So the tunnel is blocked by a dark and looming shape. A manticore. Oh, huge, terrible. It stands between you and the light and howls in bloody rage. He's ugly as shit. Look at the creature fight. What the fuck am I gonna look him for? You draw your sword and close on the beast. Eyes focused tightly on the terrible sting. There's 18 health. Okay, we've learned they always defend first. No, they don't. The fearsome creature passes forward, teeth bared. Fuck. You brace yourself at the countdown, leaps in your skin. Okay, now, he used a lot. He used 11, so I can give him big time this time. I don't even have to go all that much. I can probably go like 7. Still be fine. Yeah. Okay. He's at 50 now. The creature snarls and snaps its jaw. You must finish this monster before it finishes you. With the rock wall at your hand, you have no way to hide but a perfect platform to spring forward. You race at the manticore just as it swings its tail down like a hammer stroke. As it rears, you push your sword into exposed belly. You have opened a deep wound inside. The swing girl cheers. Yeah! The manticore shifts away and opens an enormous jaw, which looks so human but can contain a... Okay. Can I go for this again? I think I can go for 6 again. Yes. Big damage. Standing firm, you swing a mighty stroke against the monster, catching the manticore a light blow. It curses you in an almost human tongue. The beast growls at you, the walls shiver in its fury. The swing girl edges nearer in a thinking of scratching. It's scared, she whispers to you. You might not believe me, but you've scared it. Okay, now, so it's scared, so now it's going to lash out. Yep. 5. Rarely you move to the front of the Manticore stays long dressed for a close moment. Smell warm, fetid breath. Oh, God bless. Oh, God, I thought it was over. In the darkness, oh fuck, it still is 10, help! In the darkness of the cave, it is hard to read the monster's intentions, but you cannot wait forever. Dropping your weight, you drop a heavy swing at the vile beast. At the same moment as the manticore comes to your terrible swing, you cut into it like a butcher. Blood is now coursing freely through its thick fur. I can only use like 3. He's definitely gonna use more than me. It's 3. Yeah, that was good. These candles smell really, really good actually. You can almost smell the creatures growing and rage during the manticore. The manticore chops and grinds with expressions of an ugly frown. So now I gotta give it. Yes. The manticore laughs at you with a human expression of twisted joy. You risk an attack charging forward. You rush into the manticore, slipping a light strike past its outstretched claws. The creature crashes against one wall. Rock dust pours onto its back. But as it tries to shake itself, it stumbles. You can hardly dare to hope. The foul beast is weakening. The monster rears up onto its special leg and opens its wings to the room. Okay, now it's going to try to attack big time. No, it's not. Thought it was like trying to intimidate me. Warily, you move into a defensive crouch. The manticore rushes you. At the last moment, you jump aside. You swing from French stance. You have a 7 again. Gonna go for it. Yes. -3. Oh, it's dying. You spy an advantage, the kind that you charge of course of a battle. Raising across the stone, you charge headlong towards the manticore. Just as it charges you, you catch it rearing up and expose your staggers. Okay, use the 5. Oh, I think I can go again. No, I'm an idiot. I should have defended. I knew it. Fuck. The manticore was going. Okay. The creature stretches its jaw and roars. Okay, I have to defend. Fuck. Royally, you move into a defensive crouch. The manticore keeps close to the floor and rushes to knock you down. You adjust your grip and shift your weight. Fuck, I have to go. No! Oh, fuck. Okay, gotta try again. Damn it. Okay. So I think I had to overpower him with the first one, right? I don't know what it was though. I think 11 should be fine. You fucking wanna cry. Well, he used 12, so now he's... Yeah, did be good. 1-5. Okay. Oh, fuck it. Turn this one off again. The manticore shifts away almost by jaw, containing a possible number of teeth. Okay, I have to defend. So -1. The manticore still. Yes. That's 2. Okay, only do like 3. I gotta go again. Yes! Scared it. Manticore. The sting of tail begins to leak foul. Okay, only do 2. I gotta defend. Yeah. That would have been terrible. The manticore chops and it's spacing an ugly frown. So he did a whole 6. He has 12 full, 5 point. He should have less. Yeah. 10. Roars and fury. I can go for 3. He only did a 1 last time, so it's more now. Gotta defend. Yeah. Okay, if I only 4 stamina left, I can't do this for much longer. You give silent thanks to your concentration. The monster rears up onto it like and opens its wing to fill the room. Okay, I gotta go 7 now. Okay, I shouldn't have even needed all that much. Fuck. The creature crashes against one wall, rocked up on the string. You dare to hope, the foul beast is weakening. Oh fuck. I don't want to go again. Okay, he just did 1, so now he has more. Yeah. Okay, this is good. I only had like a 3 or something. Now he did a 4. Now I can hit it with a 7. -3. He has 5 left, please. I only have a 3.7. No, I have to defend. Oh no, you only did one. Only have 2 left. She knows she has seen heroes defeated before. Okay, I have a 7. He only did a 1 though. A 7 has to be enough. Okay. Okay. One more, please. Racing across the stone, you charge headlong towards the Manticore. The same moment as it tries to screw with your claws, she's seen by the Manticore screams and howls, and it's almost human. It's dying slowly, furious, but no less weakened. The Manticore roars. The ground itself seems to be shaken with its anger. Okay, I'm going to. Okay. I have to tank 1. No, I should have tanked. Okay, 7 must be enough now. Please. Yes! You try something. Bellowing. You raise the Manticore. Your sword blade seems almost to be possessed. It finds a way past the Manticore's sweeping claws through its thick hide and down into its ancient, cruel heart. For a moment, it howls loud enough to make the walls shake, and then everything falls quiet. 10 stamina lost. Oh my god. Oh my god. The only noise in the chamber is the hammering of your heart and the quiet breathing of the stirring girl. Then the mermaid breaks out into a loud cheer, whooping and punching the air. You bow to him. Thank you, the swing girl murmurs. Then tugging at your arms. This way. She leads you towards the light, through a gap in the rocks to prove the sunlight in the first cavern. Oh, no decision point. Click the rewind button. No. Oh my god. You wave the torch, hoping to attract attention. Tell the girl to call up. Girl called to your father's wind child nods mutantly, then bawls at the toll line. Proceus, I'm here! Then something drops down, a rope with a buzzer in it. The girl first calls for Proceus. Help the girl in. It's fine. She likes me now. I helped her. You lift the girl into the basket, call up, haul away. The swimmer great cry and she goes. Then she's gone. Wait. A minute passes, nothing. Call up. Throw down the rope, nothing. The tunnel echoes reside your nose from the deep. Perhaps Manticore was not alone. A little longer. You don't understand down your pack. You can imagine celebration going on above. No surprise if they lose track of you down here in the dark. And then, sure enough, the basket and the ropes tumble down. You clamber quickly in and they haul you up. Above ground, the chief himself helps you onto the grass. His daughter is with him clutching. He says, my daughter tells you fight bravely, he says. For that, I grateful. I invite you with us. Back to Torepani, will you come? Okay, I definitely gotta go to Torepani. As you take on, I will come as the village erupts into celebration. Ooh. You're giving a place to stay and recuperate from the long journey. A visit to the healing priest treats you once and then 20 out of 20 again. I'm a fucking hero. Treats you once when you emerge this I'm too excited now. Now in full life. Flowers are tied to every roof. The bands of the swings are playing music on long, strange, sharp shaped lyres. You are whisked away into the dance by Proceus' daughter before the chief can give you his thanks again. The night is glorious. That night you sleep heavily and rest the next morning to continue your journey. The chief meets before you go. My good friend, he declares, you have saved us. He presses 2 gifts into your hand. A pouch of 10 gold pieces. God bless. A fortune for a place like this and a key. This opens the south city gate of Kara, he tells you. I hope it is used. Yes! Time to go. You take your leave. The path winds away from Torepani and soon you are on downward slope away from the Shamutani hills through steep rice fields. As you walk, you feel of the first. The crowd. You will have no one to trust in the days ahead. Walk on. For a brief moment, up on the hill above the path, you see a figure stealing its way along by some. Oh wait, we are out of the cave, boys and gals, and everyone else. So we can turn our light back on. Where did my... Oh, did I lose my hat in the fight? I was really concentrated. Okay. Put those to the side. Oh, I put wax everywhere. That's alright. Doesn't matter too much. For a brief moment, up on the hills above the path, you see a figure stealing away along the... a figure in all black, but when you shade your eyes against the sun, whatever there was has disappeared. And oh, this could be our friend. In the distance rise the walls of the great city, the first true stonework we have seen since the ruins of the giant city in the hills. From the shoulder you feel Jan hop away to the right. I didn't mind the manticore, he hisses. But this place I'm afraid of. Take care. You need it. And then he pushes away into the sky and is gone. What? I could use spells forever just for him to be like... and vanish. Bitches. Oh. I don't know why this fucking thing is there the whole time, but it doesn't matter. Oh! Okay. Your journey through the Shamutanti Hills is complete. Along the way you have gained the friendship of Flanknary Assassin and have been given 2 useful keys to the cell of the Red Eyes to the Gate of Kore. You have collected a few magical artifacts, a large lump of beeswax, a cloth skull cap and 2 giant's teeth. You're armed with a long sword and your original sword. You have 3 rations and 10 gold pieces and a spell book. The adventure continues in Sorcery to Kore City of... Okay, save the cloud for sure. Oh shit, I gotta remember that. Steam. Oops. Keep this open. Oh fuck. Alright, I'll just remember it. Kafode. Put it on my other phone. I'll just watch the fucking thing. Kafode. Continue. Oh, okay. I see. Alright, so we're back here now, which means that our story has come to an end. And with that, you guys might be able to listen to another story at some point, at some time. And until then, thank you for listening, thank you for going on this adventure with me, and I will see you guys around. Hey guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video, and I just hope that you guys enjoyed it as much as I did and that you are excited for other parts of this series of Sorcery, because there are, I believe, 4 or 5 parts in total, which I would all like to cover if you guys are down for it in the first place. So let me know down below if you liked the video, if you want to see more. If so, maybe subscribe, maybe leave a like, whatever you do. I hope I see you in the next story, and goodbye.